Okay, hello, hello. As per usual, I realize that this part of my video upload is gonna be terrible, but I start my stream, and then I hit, and then I decide to post that I'm live. Hello, TVPG. You did get me this time. I got scared because I opened OBS twice, and I was like, shoot, did I not do it right? Oh, I gotta change the title. Oh my gosh, we're not reading that event. What? I'm out of it. To the Grinning Valley is what it's called. We're not reading the event. That's no longer here. Don't mind me. If Stream Elements wasn't here, I would have gotten this wrong. Oh, thank you so much for 10 months now. Crazy. I think it's got an exclamation mark. If it doesn't, now it does. Hello! How are you doing, Nightmare Inc? To the Grinning Valley. We're literally just gonna read it because I've played a few of the levels. Enough to unlock the story. And so I will hit done so that my stream info is updated and I'm not streaming the wrong event. You just closed the dockable window. Okay, it's fine. There we go. On the truck. I need to post that I'm live in one other place, even though I don't know how many people actually check me out from there. I had to replace my TV today, so it could be better. Oh no! I'm sorry about that. TVs are expensive. Let's see. You're replacing me? No, don't replace TVPG! That's a cute little interaction. Okay, now I should be showing up with the right stream name and not the wrong one. I do not know how these characters sound. If they are, didn't really want to do that. That's fair. I guess I'll just start. I hear leaves blooping and bubbling away inside a scalding hot pot. I love that sound. There's that static from Dad's radio, too. The old hawking on about sharpening your blades and the sound of the Utes power plant as it drives. I love all that, too, but I'm not going to hear them anymore. Or, well, I won't soon enough. But on a positive, I beat the whole event in Discord, so that's fun. Heck yeah! I was wondering what you were streaming. That's awesome. First try, too? That's very impressive. Good for you. Here's the fire burning, telling me, hey, chin up. Just chin up a bit, you know? Dad's helping you, Will. Actually, I think the fire's a little weak. Give it a bit of air. Hello, Brisket. Also, hello, Blardigan. I keep forgetting that you guys cannot see me, and I keep waving. So just know whenever I say hi to people, I wave my hands. What's that sound I hear? Even had my first English can't read moment. Incredible. Lance, can you not dink on your bowl? I told you to stop doing that. What if you get on someone's nerves? I'll dink on anything I please. Can't I be the boss of my own ute? Besides, with how loud the truck stop is, nobody's gonna be pointing fingers at me. The PNG tuber bounces up and down, which is like waving. It's true. I just gotta make her hop up and down. Don't make excuses. I'm just bored, mate. Oh, she has an accent? She said, mate? Are you Australian? You're making an awful lot of food today. It's the occasion anyway. I've been waiting ages and I'm starved. She gets this voice now. I had to make some noise to get a message across to the food. Don't get cold now, we gotta wait for Polted to join us for our meal. Excuses again? You worry about anything, you're like a kid. If you're that bored, come out in the kitchen. Oh, but you're the 6-star chef here. You're killing it in there, Potlid. Would you stop calling me Potlid already? It's just red dish here.
Oh, that's the tomato braised Sister Beast. It's fresh from the pod. It'll blow you away.
Tomato braised sispies. What's with the color? Shouldn't the broth be a little bit more yellowy? Before she can finish her sentence, Elena has already rammed her spoon into the piping hot bowl and scooped an entire slab of beast meat into her mouth. The food burns her tongue, but Elena gives Potlid a thumbs up nonetheless. Huh. It's perfect. That's our truck's six-star chef.
But the meat you brought back this time is especially fresh. I didn't have to use a lot of seasoning to make it taste good.
Really? It's like the market man gave us the freshest on hand. No one we're leaving. Guess it was worth buying from him for 2 years.
Don't say things like that, Lance. I think he's been really good to us from the very beginning, going by what you've told me. I'm picturing a kind of short, good-tempered man with a dirty apron, a short, fat, middle-aged man.
Yeah, nah, that's not what he looks like. He stands in front of his shop holding a cleaver. Not a single person dares to swipe even a carrot from the market. When you get older, I'll let you walk around town yourself. That reminds me, when's the last time we had tomato braised sisti?
The last time? It was probably when we first ate together. And you made that meal yourself.
Oh, it does feel like a long time ago. Do you still remember?
Of course. You said cooking's just one of the things I'm good at. But then you made an insanely sour tomato braised sisti beast.
How was I supposed to know those tomatoes were gonna be that sour? The broth was bright yellow. It looked so tasty.
I still remember the look on your face after you gave it a taste.
Well, what does that matter if it fills up our tummies? Flavor comes second. And didn't you finish all yours?
It's not good to waste food, besides. Let's not talk about the past. I don't want the food to get cold because you can't stop complaining.
Dang, Potlid. Potlid lightly touches the bowl, and suddenly the braised meat becomes just as piping hot as if it was fresh out of the pot. Amid the rising white steam, Elena's expression grows stern. Hey, didn't we agree not to use arts for little things like that?
But this is the fastest way to warm it up. I'm just heating the food up, just a quick use. It's nothing to worry about.
Whatever. It's your health, not mine. But as soon as we get to Iron Carrot City, and to find you a teacher who can teach you a real proper casting. Come on, tuck in. What are you waiting for?
Let me enjoy the view first. You always look so happy when you eat. It puts a smile on my face just watching you.
I've been seeing a lot of Wormy fan art lately. Really? Interesting. Potlid takes the cloth and wipes the broth that's spilled over the bowl, then wipes her hands. She takes a few thick books from the shelf and stacks them on her seat, one by one, before sitting on top of them. Potlid places one arm on the table, flat, while her other hand props her head up. She looks at Elena with a smile on her face.
We're going to have to return the truck when we get to Iron Carrot City. And they'll shut the route down forever.
Yeah. Think you'll miss it?
Not really. Wormy never gets sad.
Well, alright then. In that case, after the route's suspended, still want to stay on my truck? After we return to the company, they'll probably keep it around, though I doubt it'll go to the stops we took before.
Even so, I won't let it get to me. Yeah, nuh-uh, I won't. As long as you're right here by my side, there's nothing to be unhappy about.
That's a death flag, Wormy. Wormy, do you know what game you're from? Elena reaches out to pat Potlid on the head. Her ears twitch in response. What's wrong?
That kinda tickles.
Seeing the young goddess's reaction, Elena laughs. Then my wonderful, perpetually smiley Potlid. Help me run some errands later, will ya?
Huh? But it's been so long since I've gone into town.
You'll be fine. Army is cute, but her name bugs me. That's fair. See, I took the safety valve off to make it go faster. Can't have the company finding that out when they inspect the ute. So we need a new safety valve real quick. And we'll also need some daily necessities for a long trip. Worker said they'll bring us some, but I said no.
Huh? The guys at the motor pool know you're leaving? Baby Wibbit, yeah.
Yeah, but I still have heaps of things I need to deal with. Here. If I were to go, I might not be done by tomorrow morning.
Do they know you're taking me with you?
I suppose. Anyhow, that's why I'm counting on you to take care of that. You're a young lady anyway. Already anyway. And here. Elena passes Potlet a paper scrap with some wobbly writing on it. Sell those things out the front door. Should be able to get some money out of them. As for the rest, follow the shopping list. Here's my purse. Take it with you. I still have one last bit of work to handle.
So this is the last?
Let's divvy up the work and get this done. Divide and conquer.
Okay, let's do it.
When the meat crab woke up, got it to its feet, snipped twice, and carved the tower crane into pieces. Everyone took a good look, and turns out all that reinforced concrete didn't make a dent in its shell when everything came crumbling down. Of course, they dropped their shovels and blowtorches and ran for their lives. How's that? Heard it's based on a real story. Real people, crab and all. That's what we're showing for tonight's open-air movie night over at the Slag Heap. I don't know what her voice is. No need to thank me. Never seen you around, so you have to be new here. Let me go more into the rules of our ball and card games here. Each factory district has different rules, you know that, right? I just want a sand feast. Fine. I have a few of them in this basket here. Pick whatever you want. All my sand beasts are well trained. They eat, sleep, and follow their masters close. Quiet, and dopey, and Australian more or less. Okay. Just do Aussie English. I will try my best. I don't know how good I can do an Australian accent. Really don't want to talk about anything else? It's fine weather today, isn't it? It's not often we get a day without a sandstorm here. It makes the work much easier.
Well, watch out! Out of the way, out of the way! I can't stop!
Crikey. Having such a little kid cart all these things. Don't they know the street goes down slow? Hello, girl, you with me? Think you got brain damage?
I'm okay. I'm not a baby anymore. I'll be fine. It took me so much work to pile up all the pots and dishes, and now they're all over the ground.
The little girl prepares to bend down to pick up a big pot. At the same time, a hand reaches out for it. The two both take a reflexive step back. Potlet nervously tugs her own sleeve.
Miss, I can pick these things up myself. You don't have to help me.
Okay.
Also, thanks for stopping my hand track there.
Yeah, you... What the frick is Australia? Can I... Yeah, you didn't say you wanted to stop, but there's a recycling faculty up ahead. It wouldn't be good if you crashed into it.
Huh? Okay, you have a point. I'm sorry, mister. My things are blocking your shop's entrance. I'll clean it all up right away.
It's fine, little girl. Take your time.
Oh, hold on. So this is the Tiny Long Ears General Store? Mister, I'm here to talk business.
Business? Shouldn't someone be watching you?
I don't need her to help me with this. She has her own work to do. We're dividing and conquering.
Alright. Wait here for a sec. Girl, you picked out a sand beast yet? Let me have another look. I'll do the little girl first then. Come on, what are you buying?
First things first. I need to sell some things before I buy anything. Take a look at these pots and pans, as well as this ornaginium glass cooker. I'm selling all of them. I heard that secondhand kitchenware that's well kept and clean sells for a lot of money.
Pots so scorched. Even its handle's black, 4 broken teeth. Scrap sheet metal, you're trying to sell this?
With the money I make from selling these, and the change in my purse, I know I'll have enough for a safety valve, an electrode hoarder, spray paint.
How about this? Bring everything you want to buy to the counter, I'll give you a discount, and take yours based on the total price. Whatever's left over, I won't take.
Nuh-uh. I have to sell all these things.
Can treat you to a cold carrot.
Okay.
It's a deal then. Let's see, this gas cooker is more than enough. Take the rest of the garbage back with you, okay?
On second thought, nuh-uh.
You're a weird one, little girl. Why are you insisting on selling all those things? If you didn't look like such a nice little bun, I'd think you committed some kind of crime and came here to get rid of evidence. Let's be real, I don't know you from Bruce. How am I supposed to just offload the garbage you hauled here? What if you turn out to be an infected?
Oh, I knew it. An afternoon wasn't going to be enough to sell all of it. I told her and she didn't believe me. Alright, I'll have to report back, then think of something.
Hold on, little one. Who sent you?
Lands. Elena Farron Lands?
Alright. I don't know you, but I do know her. You're dumping her work on a little girl like you. Not that I'm surprised. Here, footstool. Oh, you can get a better view while I tally the numbers up. Tell her I'll take her things for now whenever she gets a day off. She owes me a meal.
Huh? Why the change of heart? I guess it's fair. I'm not a kid anymore. If I'm asked to do something, I get it done.
What's the matter? You weren't happy when I told you I won't talk business. You're also unhappy when I'm taking these off your hands?
Yeah, no. I've been happy the whole time. The safety valve model that Lance told me to get's not on the shelf.
Let's see. Did this model go obsolete ages ago? Ever since the Union set up regs, the guidebook's been full of tips to never buy that junk again.
Nuh-uh. I have to go look for it elsewhere. I'll find it. Mister, look after the hand truck for me.
I really need to talk to Elena about this. What about you, miss? Picked one yet, or do you have something else in mind? Half of her dialogue so far has just been dots. Yeah. What do I even do with you? Give me the spanner, I'll do it. I know my yeet better than anybody else. Hey, you hired me for this, Elena. You want to save yourself some money and come out and say it. I'm not always tight on money, like your brogoss. I'm no alcoholic and I don't drive my truck so bad that it breaks down every other day. Besides, if I do less work than you, how am I supposed to be boast to Potlet about my skills? Little runt. This thing we're taking apart right now, this is where she sleeps, right? Uh-huh. Really? Alright, I'll give it to you. I lost this time. I thought you were just talking big. Given your temper, shouldn't you have made her somebody else's problem a long time ago? My bad. Stop glaring. My temper? Who do you even think I am? I took her in because all of you bet against me having the patience to take care of a kid. And I wasn't going to take that slander lying down. Look down on me again, and the next time I'm back, I'll kick a ball in your faces. That's mainly why we haven't seen her in the last 2 years. Only have your word to go on. Your tread's chewed by a big Beck beast. You swapped the whole control valve to last-minute catastrophe clouds to speed up your transport. Caught a passenger that got blasted into the sky by a geyser. Everything you say is like it's all happened. That's all actually happened, I'm telling you. Fine, it happened. So why do you keep her locked away in the truck the whole time, never letting her out to spend with the rest of us? Surely she didn't want to stay shut up in there. If that's really the case, what are you planning to do tomorrow when the truck's out of commission? I'll figure something out once I get to the carrots. The company has has to give me a new route, right? I'll figure something out. Hold on, you're going to Iron Carrot City to wait for a new route instead of staying here? You're never coming back.
Huh. This is the only one I could get. It's not quite what Lance told me to find, but the shop said I should at least be able to plug it in. It'll be fine. It's getting dark. If I don't hurry and get back, we won't finish everything we have to do. Lance, should be back by now too?
Little girl, hello? You're walking kind of leisurely, not like you're trying to catch a ride.
Huh? Do I look leisurely?
If I might have a little bit of your time, would you happen to know when the last transport to Iron Carrot City leaves?
9:30 at night. I know that route better than anybody.
Oh, okay, I appreciate it, kid. What a name, Potlid, yeah. Half past 9. I still have some time.
I'm really worried about Lance for some reason. What's going on?
There was an old abandoned workshop belonging to the vehicle located at the city transport gateway. Its lights, familiar as ever, can be seen through its windows. Potlid wipes the dust off the windows and peeks inside.
She's dead.
No. The passage leading to the exit bears the workplace fatigue from the workers' frantic movements. All the loading and unloading they perform every day. They say the passage is old and smoothed out, just like the bottom of the tin lunchbox that the old factory director has used and washed for 2 decades. As the workers cheer on, a metal ball, or more precisely, an amalgamation of a variety of scrap metals compressed together and polished into a ball, is dropped onto the smooth surface. The ball rolls forward. Good shot, mate. Beautiful. And you knocked them all down in one go. Good one, Elena. Let's see, 18, 19. Ahead by 20. How are we supposed to catch up? And Charlie, you sproglet. It's cool it quits while our score doesn't look too terrible. Don't embarrass the factory. Alright. Just shut up and watch. Let me show you wankers what a perfect shot looks like. Instead of worrying about me, maybe start racking your brains to figure out how we'll decorate tonight's send-off party for Elena. First, we'll make it a welcome party. We'll welcome Elena as a proper member of the Rust Drag Town motor pool family. Really now? If you didn't knock all the pins down in this one go, you aren't getting another shot at it. Put a sock in it. He bends down to put the fallen pins upright, and rubs his hands against his trouser pockets, his sweat leaving a clearly visible mark on the fabric. He picks up the ball, places his toes just slightly before the foul line, and stares straight ahead. Hold on. Charlie, that's enough. Huh? I'm in the lead for now. You still have a chance to overtake me. We should put our argument on hold, considering the score. Should be an acceptable outcome for the both of us. Let's call it a draw. What do you say? Elena, forget this place. It's not a single person in all that ever played. What? In all the matches that ever played in RMIA who tried to pull a trick like this. If I'm remembering right, we agreed that if I win, you stay. If you win, we won't keep you and you can go wherever. And now you're asking for a draw? What do you want us to do? Cut you in half and have one half drive your truck while the other one stays here? Are you going to spend half your time on your new life and the other half with your old friends? I'll pass. Not like those new factory district reps. They announce their newest expansion plans at the morning conferences, supervise mine work in the afternoons, and go to some boring social engagements in the evening. I've got more than enough on my plate, and I can't be in 2 places at once. Only enough sanity in me to hold the gear lever. Mostly in one ear close to the passengers to eavesdrop on their funny stories. So here's my suggestion. I'll head to Carrots to get everything dealt with, and next time I'm back, I'll talk to all of you about joining the motor pool. So you're saying you're never coming back? Why? Because of our bet? Because that little kid?
Lance?
Potlid?
Well, why are you bullying here? Didn't you say you had lots to take care of?
We haven't settled our bets. Of course I have to take care of this.
Aw. Lance, you lazy sister beast.
Potlid raises her hand up high and shoves Elena's shoulder as hard as she can. Her sleeve slides down to reveal a black, irregularly shaped crystal cluster. Not even the bracelet that Elena gave her is able to hide its luster.
Why are your friends all looking at me?
I'm just curious. Come on, we're going back to the Erg.
Whoa.
What do you think? I want to bet no one could You can tell that just 4 hours ago there used to be an illegal kitchen here, right? That's what you get with the best vehicle makeover hands in the entire district. It's not every day I get to put my skills to work.
Yeah, I really can't tell at all. But, Lance, you didn't tell me you were taking it apart. Even so, it's amazing. You told me the work we have left was a huge pain. You might not finish it if you had to do it all alone.
How lit are you, the little sister of Gummy?
Isn't that why you asked me to buy all those things? But not only are you all done, you're bowling with the men here. You're even having a lolly water and reading magazines.
But of course. Anyhow, we only have 3 minor problems left now. First off, we need to use spray paint to cover up the smoke damaged wall here. I'll show you how it works first. After that, you have fun with the other 2 cans.
I think I might have started a few too many fires.
Next, we'll have the power plant's pipeline safety valve.
Oh, I couldn't find the kind you wanted. Does that mean we won't be able to hand it in the truck tomorrow?
Hello, Swighammer. How's it going? Don't worry. I knew you wouldn't be able to find the model that old. You see, we're getting our truck inspected and upgraded because even though all the other parts are fairly new, the power plant's too old. No one cared about it before, and the unions and the big pillar have been clamoring for standardization. Yeah, standardization sounds like a pretty cool word, right? Think of it as setting up rules. The old power plant's problems don't bother me. The union says they're switching over to the top-of-the-line thingies in the ad for our own good. I think they have a point. Anyway, it's because ours is against the rules that we're going to go get a new one from the transport company in Carrots tomorrow. We'll be fine even if this valve isn't a perfect fit. We have just one last run. As long as it gets our ute to its final destination, it's more than enough. And if we end up having to use the backup pipeline, then I'll need you to help me out. I'm trying to figure out how her hair works. I don't think I will be able to. It feels like this part shouldn't be here. Just like before, I'll ask you to go down to the power plant to take a look at things. I need to report anything that seems off right away.
Okay.
Finally, this is the decommissioning report. You have to hand it over to the station when we leave. Once we're gone, we aren't coming back.
Oh.
Elena stops for a bit, glances at Potlight. Huh, well, he's silly formalities, you right? Barely gave me any heads up. I asked Thick Palm Parker to teach me how to fill up the form, and it took 2 whole hours. I didn't have time to take it to the station today. You did pretty good today, so I'll turn this report in tomorrow morning on my own. You can stay in the tool room and sleep in. If you're sad, it's okay to let it out.
If we get a route change, you probably won't get a lot of chances to see your mates here, right?
Huh?
That's why I'll hand in the report tomorrow. That way you can spend a bit more time with your mates, and you won't be so sad over not seeing them anymore. My kitchen's gone now, but when we get to our new home, once our house is built, I'll make the sweet meat soup that always puts a smile on your face.
Sounds good.
You slapped my back too hard.
You're growing up, aren't you? You'll get used to it. Okay, now catch. Tonight I'll let you have lolly waters with me and go to bed an hour later than before.
I'm so tired. But I won't get lost. I'm not a little kid. I can read a map. Yep, take a turn here, go upstairs, right ahead.
Fortunately, I dropped Limbus, made it to chat before, and still don't understand the gameplay. Still didn't pull anyone since Arteria, saving Rainbow Six, and Abyssal Daddy. Fair enough. I have been, I don't know what lolly water is. I'm pretty sure it's like sugar water. Limbus Company and I have been on a little bit of a break since my last stream, just because I have been a little overwhelmed with the amount of gacha games I have. I love it dearly, but I picked up way too many gacha games. I need to return to Sinclair, my beloved. That's fair. I pulled on the Arteria banner, but I have no resources still. But yes, I think I'm gonna get back into Limbus Company soon. Because I want to make it my off stream. Like when Arknights doesn't have an event. Now that I've caught up to where I am, especially. Oh, I forgot to turn off my ringer. That was a good reminder. Yeah. Because I really like Limbus Company still. And I think 3 games is fine. Like, if I only stream Arknights Limbus. I mean, I got the Limbus Tracy, so I got it. Arknights Limbus, and... what's the other one? Oh, the Little Goody Two Shoes. That's gonna be my other one that I'll be playing a lot. So, yeah.
Huh? The man from yesterday is still there? Did he miss his ride? Not only is he sitting in the same place, he's sitting in the same pose and looks just as depressed. Wow, incredible!
Tracy, I still hope you'll make your Road City for your avatar for Arknight streams. I would love to. Are we ZZZing on ZZZ? I am playing Zenless Zone Zero. I don't think my laptop could handle streaming it. So that's more of a... it's more of a playing it on my own time. Oh, it's you, little girl. Good morning. Perfect timing. When's the earliest truck to Iron Carrot City today?
At 6:20. I'm actually that truck's... no, I mean, I'm taking that truck too.
Looks like I'll make it.
I can take you there. That way you won't miss it.
No thanks. Sorry, I really appreciate it, but, I want to sit here just a little longer.
Are you waiting for someone?
Me? No, what makes you think that? Come on, Wormy. No more waiting. Let's get back to the hut tonight. These things happen.
Because it's a very normal thing to wait for someone.
The game is a vibe. I like that your dailies are taking photos of cats, even though I haven't gotten to the dailies yet. Are all rabbits infected too? I don't know, this one is.
Okay, I'll be on my way. Bye-bye. I hope you'll get to see the person you're waiting for.
No, I'm scared to death. I don't want to see... I'm glad his kids sure run quick. I should, thank her nonetheless. Next, bring your documents into the office. I don't like MiHoYo games, that's very valid. Oh, that's cute. I like that one because it feels a lot more... it just feels more fun, and like they're actually trying to tell an interesting story so far. I don't know, I like that the gameplay isn't a forced thing and it's a lot more linear. I like it.
Now, how far away is the office? I can't see it at all from the line. Wish I do. It's almost time to leave. I don't think I'll get it handled in time. So many people here this early. Maybe luck's not on my side. Even a big girl can't help it when she's unlucky.
Yeah, there's too many people here. Nothing wrong with the union trying to make the event seem more above board, but they don't have to handle both beauty pageant registrations and government forms in the exact same place, did they? This is almost exactly how everyone used to line up in front of my grandma's room to complain. Good thing I'm taking care of this. If it had been the doctor or Amiya here, it would have been a huge headache. With how much work they have on their hands. Yeah, no nonsense woman. Yeah, Amiya. She's just a teenager. Why does she have so much on her shoulders? Yeah. Right, little girl, you said you were in a rush? Small and waifish as you are, you wouldn't be here for a beauty pageant, right? She's hot.
Huh? No, I'm not here for... I'm here to hand in our decommissioning report. Here, this one. If we don't hand it in today, then it won't get decommissioned, right?
Oh, now that's easy. So let me take care of it.
Ah? But it's our truck that's getting decommissioned. You know Lance?
Yeah, nah. You couldn't be the driver, could you? Oh, does she? That's sad.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The report just needs to be handed in, doesn't matter who does the handing. Or didn't hydrate? I will hydrate. I took gulps. This room that's usually cold actually feels like the perfect temperature today with how hot our weather has been. Be past 40 when I get max spot savage. Oof. Oh, sorry, I think there was a bit more I didn't read. No. I need to line up here anyway. Checking your report to the office desk, there's nothing. Just leave it to me and get back to your ride. Oh, why so glum? Is there still something worrying you?
Do I look... No, I can't be like this. Here's the report. Thanks, miss, you're too kind.
This girl's condition. Here, kid, this is for you.
It's a card?
A business card. Remember to give it to your family. Might come in handy one day. Hurry up. The passengers will be here any minute.
Coming.
I'm gonna have to hide in the tool room for this trip.
I'll be fine, remember? I stayed in there for a long time in the beginning.
Also, you can still use the little terminal here to check your monitoring screens. And see every person on the truck. Guess I didn't have to say, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm off to the driver's cabin.
I finished so much in such a short amount of time. Even though I ran into lots of trouble, and even though Lan said there probably wasn't enough time, we still managed to get the ood back into shape to hand back, and we took care of all the paperwork. Oh, the man from the station finally made it. Thank goodness. Right, I even helped someone with the schedule.
The transport vehicle's entrance is now closed. The vehicle will soon be powered on. Please take your seats and find a suitable area to affix your folding chair, bench, or mat.
I did such a great job. I should be happy, even proud of myself. But, actually, I don't care what happens. I wish our truck didn't have to be retired. I still haven't gotten to see.
The vehicle is being hijacked. We're heading to the Grinning Valley.
Huh?
Potlid looks at the display panel where the driver's cabin's monitoring screen is shown. The unfamiliar voice heard through the broadcast belongs to the strange woman she met yesterday, holding Elena's broadcast mic with one hand. Her other hand is steadily holding her crossbow, with its bolt pressed against the side of Elena's neck. She stares at Potlid with a cold glare through the monitoring camera's lens, perhaps noticing the subtle movement of its shift in angle. Anyone not heading to the Grinning Valley can get off now, driver included.
It's a real truck jacking?
Oh, that one almost took 40 minutes. Ooh. Okay, we're probably not going to be done this today, but that's okay. Ray does a bit of tomfoolery, so true. There's what, 6? 7? 6. I mean, we could get it done. We could probably get it done in one sitting. Give me 1 minute.
Doctor, need me to give you a shoulder massage? I'm pretty well known for my PT skills.
I just want to look at something. Did we pull for Ray? No, and we won't be. Yes? Yes? I'm curious what the answer. Warm me. Your opinion on Totter? I love him! I think Totter's really fun. I've used him in a lot of levels. I use his passive skill, his like offensive recovery one. I've used both, honestly. I I think he's fun. Did I just catch you not saving for Zali? No, you did not. I'll have you know that I've been doing pretty good at saving. I let you guys know that I did this. I only had to do 6 pulls to get my 5-star. Or my 6-star. Which I'm glad I did, because I got thorns. So you did and you didn't. I am saving for Zali, which is why I have that much. Yeah, I know, I'm so happy that I got thorns. He was the one guy, because my options were pretty big. It was like a lot of women, but then it was like, oh, you can get Mjolnir, Thorns, Stainless. There's like another guy or whatever, and I was like, you know what, that's pretty decent chances. I'll give it a try. So I did, and I only did 6 pulls, and I got thorns. So I'm happy. I've seen how Todd are used in the last stage of the event. Oh! Tried the banner 5 times. Yeah. Oh no! When Thorns module comes out, he's gonna be even better than what he does now. Ooh, nice. And I need some 6 stars. That's fair. A long and narrow strip of dust rises from the sand, burying any tracks we've left. A scene I've seen too many times to count. You call me Elena of the Barren Lands, but I'm defo no unstoppable sandstorm. Just a tumbleweed that stops and goes. Even though I know this is a character, I'm just gonna read it in this voice to make things easier. I can't waste too much on the banner. Yeah. My bets with the workers are a stage for me to perform on. And my passengers' adventures are more just a bragging fodder to me. But are those really my stories to tell? The lone vehicle sails across the land over the ash and yellow desert sand, and under the dazzling golden sun, it deviates from its usual path. What is it looking for? What is it running from? Well, what am I looking for? What am I running from? Commitment. The weather's pretty good. Can even see the ingenium clusters in the distance. Reckon we'll reach our destination without a hitch. Quiet again. Nothing you want to say? Never met a passenger as boring as you in all my times as a driver. What did you say? Ah, never mind. Hey, don't keep that thing down, will you? Keep that thing down, won't you? Whoa! What are you doing? I just wanted to open the window for some fresh air, that's all, I promise. Alright. Can you get your big body away from my head first? You know this through? Oh, that's Ray. Okay. I wasn't sure if this was a flashback or not. Continue towards the Grinning Valley, and I won't hurt you. And telling me that after hijacking my ute and pointing this toy cannon at my face? It's even in that thing. Custom bolts. Infected creatures are afraid of them. I was hoping you'd say carrots or lollies instead. Well, no worries. I'm no infected creature, so I probably shouldn't find it too scary. But if you insist on keeping it pointed at my head, you pulled the trigger. Big if here, if I croak. What's gonna happen to the truck? I can drive it. Can you know? It's gonna spin out of control by the time you get your molly on the lever. Just charge straight into a cliff or crash into one of those ornogenium clusters, and then boom! Fine, even if you can drive and the truck doesn't go topsy-turvy. Kill me if you want, but what about the other passengers? Well, that guy, what about that Zalak? I gave everyone the chances to hop off, but no one took it. I just need the vehicle. Didn't you find it strange? Why didn't he leave? I'd be worried if I were you. A hit and run tear away, an unlucky fella fed up with his job. Well, maybe he's an undercover copper on your trail. Don't let all that trembling and shaking fool you. I'll be hiding some real skills under his sleeve. Everyone's hiding a secret or two, yeah? Huh? And if you wonder why I'm still here, as a company girl, I have to keep the property safe. I think it's like her thing is behind her hair. Like, it's closer to her neck than her hair is, but it just looks wrong. Yeah, see, it's been with me for an awful long time. So emotional logic-wise, I can't just give her up to a rando blow-in. It should have been its... Like, it's on its way to be reborn. It should have gone for Iron Carrot City, where millions of ore chunks go every day. Passengers would salute it when it entered the motor pool. There it'd be remodeled into a newer, cooler version. Install a tunnel boring module, for example, so it can head straight underground the next time a catastrophe warning sounds. Hey, I gotta hand it to you on behalf of my hood. And the life we're about to find in Carrot's all gone. Couldn't have done without you, mate. You talk so much. And so fast. Real bronzer. A new life. What's that about? Isn't life the same everywhere? There's nothing new or old to it. It's different. Fine, maybe you're right. You know, even having my head suddenly up against some stranger's weapon isn't anything new to me. Maybe that's something to be sad about. The truck tracker slowly lowers the giant crossbow. Why'd you respond to that of all things? Whatever, I guess you do have some humanity in there. Hell, even if you want this for your own free trotter, gotta be a bit more polite. That's how you'll make us, the people you've dragged into this, happier to cooperate with you. I didn't want to involve anyone else. I asked around, and there shouldn't have been any passengers this time. I get it. You've been planning this for a while, huh? But you're bound to have a surprise or two, even if your crime's nice and premeditated. Why, unless you say my beat-up 8 and I hit the jackpot. When we get there, everyone's free to go. I'll pay you too. Well, we sure hope so. And for your private charter, we'll first go to the Grinning Valley, but have to make sure everyone here is safe and enough raising your crossbow willy-nilly. Alright. Good then, Jacker. Just sit tight and enjoy the view on the way to your stop. I hope that's Australian enough. I'm trying my best. At some point in time, the truck gradually begins to slow down before coming to a halt. It enters a checkpoint, joining the other vehicles waiting to clear, one after the other. The truck inches forward bit by bit, every time the other trucks go through the gates. Elena used to hate this part, but now she wants the traffic jam to go on for as long as possible. Because this way, she can be even more certain that she'll get her off-course truck back. Crowded. Yeah, probably just another international entrepreneur clearing the raw materials out of the nearby mines. Must be working overtime to deliver the goods. He'll spill the money like water and make us road warriors suffer. Why not go another way? This road is so congested. We have to go through Green Meadow if we want to get to the Grinning Valley. No choice. But they don't really check much, just collect the toll and register a name. Alright. The truck behind me needs to hurry up. Good, that's it. Now there's no way out. The truck tracker leaves her seat, walking down the narrow corridor as if to confirm the conditions outside, and returns after a moment. On her way back, the sound of her footsteps sends Elena's heartbeat racing. Elena can only see the truck tracker's hand gripping her crossbow through the rearview mirror. The figure draped in olive shades covers all the junk reflected in the mirror, before appearing in her peripheral vision, sitting next to Elena once more. Her expression and body language is a show of a sense of calm. The subtle noise of her clothes brushing the leather seats happens to bury Elena's thumping heartbeats. What's up? Nothing. Seems she's not into me. Phew. There's no way this is the only route to Grinning Valley. This road is the shortest one, but you have to go through inspections. I'll get a chance to call for help as long as I can talk to the inspector. I reckon she and her crossbow won't match up well with the well-trained security stationed here. Looks like a catastrophe. Huh? These vehicles all seem to be avoiding a catastrophe. Or maybe some other bad thing. Why's that? How do you figure? The scratches on their exteriors are from infected creatures. And there's some dust. It's just a little, but I can see the particles. And the expressions of the people inside the cars, too. The mine workers tend to have similar looks on their faces after an accident. The same kind of impatience and unease, and they don't know where to go. Hold up. I'll go ask. That one was just country. Hey, bruv. Old bloke in the slag truck. What's with the road being chalkous today? You didn't come from Double Helmet Mine, did you? No, mate. Rustjug Town. Double Helmet. I remember a group of guys raving about mining some new place. A ton of materials a while back. It was an accident. Some unstable Orniginium blew the mine inside out, and no one can stay there anymore. Ah, bloody hell. So you've escaped? How are the others doing? The driver suddenly coughs violently, and Elena notices his face is unusually pale. Well, they'll have to count on their own luck. I just hope my wife and kids are lucky enough. Most of the vehicles here are probably the same as me, no home to return to. I stay elsewhere until they finish clearing up the site. Elena turns back for a look. The truck jacker is gazing out the side window with a calm look on her face. What's wrong? Nothing. They're coming. What? The grabbers. They're gonna board the truck. Who? Not a soul in sight headed our way. Elena follows the truck dragger's line of sight and finally realizes what she was referring to. A group of security officers at the checkpoint are chattering with the driver in front. Another group enters the vehicle with protective gear and violent intent. Soon after, they drag the driver out of the car. His sleeves are cut open with blood flowing from the exposed Orniginium crystals on his arms. Elena suddenly feels inexplicably uneasy. They're searching for infected. In the truck's tiny tool room, little Potlid is keeping her word.
That goddess hijacker lady is so weird. But she and Lons are looking pretty chummy. Did she really hijack the truck? Oh, I get it. Lons is so powerful she can turn anyone into a friend. Look, the monitor on that little terminal.
Seems like she doesn't want to hurt anyone.
Then are we going back to our route? We postpone the truck's retirement?
I don't know.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Just out of the blue here. But why are you in here with me too, mister? This is a secret room closed to the public.
Well, I got a little scared. No, not a little. I'm really scared. This is my first hijacking. I just hurried to the first door I saw. Can you let me stay here, kiddo? Look, I'll squeeze myself into the corner and won't take up too much space. And I won't disturb your work either.
Huh? Okay, sure, but if you're scared, then why didn't you get off the truck before?
I don't know why myself. The scared is one thing, but deep inside I also felt a sudden relief. Like I might run into something even scarier if I got off the truck. I also want this truck to go as far and as long as it can. Why didn't you get off?
Me? Why would I? Lons is still here, so there's no way I could leave her on my own. Or on her own.
Lons? You're referring to the truck driver, right? Are you two family, or...?
Family, huh? I don't know, I left home so long ago. Lons is a little like Daddy, and also Mommy, and the miners too. If she's like everyone, then it means she isn't like any of them at all either, right? Lons is Lons. She made a bet with her friends, and I'm their chip. So, we can't be family, right? We just live together. We've always been living together on this truck.
That's a little depressing. Sorry, Potlid. The exit is right before her eyes, and the gate slides shut, blocking the vehicle. A few security officers walk to the cab and knock on the window. Elena hesitates for a moment, gets out of the truck anyway. Mormy is now my daughter. Yeah, exactly. What's up, mate? Routine inspection. Do you have to inspect public transport vehicles too? Look, here's my operating license. Special circumstances. Please cooperate. No, that can't be right. There's so many trucks in front just now, but you let them all go through. Now you stop us when it's my turn. Crikey. Bloody luck's off the charts today. All these nice things happening to me. Sir, don't bother with her. I just checked the vehicle's identification number. That came from Big Pillar. You know they've got tons of messily managed mines over there. They don't standardize safety procedures either. Lots of infected. Your vehicle ID isn't from Green Meadow. We inspect all vehicles from out of town. And what if I refuse? And our well-equipped security will politely ask you out of your truck for a more in-depth investigation at our office. Might lock you up for a few days or months, confiscate your vehicle, revoke your license, hit you with a nasty fine. The specific steps we will take depends on how long you decide to keep messing with me. Mate, ain't this a bit much? Been driving for years and passed a lot of checkpoints. This is a first. Security officers raise their crossbows at Elena. Fine. Only the driver has to cooperate with the inspection, yeah? Everybody else here is passengers. Passengers? Yeah, they're all... At this point, Elena turns back, looking towards the passenger's cabin, open door, and the situation within. Outlets hiding good. What about that Zalek? And the Jacker, wait, why is she loading her crossbow? She's a passenger, bought a ticket. But the equipment you got on hand looks like it's all out of eggs. All the checkpoints I've been through, this is the first time I'm seeing anyone checking infection status. If the passenger isn't willing to get checked, you'll put me in a spot of trouble if she complains to the operating company. Enough with your gruff. Coming aboard. The party of passengers sits next to one another with an oropathy screening device, each on their hands. Elena is more worried about the others than herself. Potlit dips her head down, staring blankly at the device's progress bar. The truck tracker looks at the security officer sitting across from her. Through the open door and at every corner of the checkpoint. Zalek, who was unwilling to get off the truck earlier, was seated a short distance away from her, his legs shaking. Now what's with these two in a hidden compartment? Did you know they were on board? Of course I did. And you deliberately hid them from us? You lot gave me such a fright with your fierce mugs. Got to mention them. I'm sure we can talk this out. Whose device was that?
What should I do? What will Lance do?
A single bead of sweat trickles down Elena's cheek. Security officers do not look the least bit accommodating as they surround them. Looks like things are about to get tougher. She needs to figure out a solution to this predicament, and quick, or else. Well, sir, dear sir, this passenger here, she's just a little kid. She's come into Green Meadow to a prefecture to look for her dad. Now, her father works in smelting plant. It's been about a year since he's been home. The walls and gates of this checkpoint, and even the materials used in these testing devices, might be the fruits of his labor. This tiny cottage. She only gets one ride every 2 or 3 months, just to see her hard-working father. She's a regular rider on our truck, and this has never happened before. Everyone usually just breezes right through here. With all due respect, sir, would you make things difficult for a poor little girl who misses her daddy so much? There's been a flood of evacuees here from the Double Helmet mine disaster. Our superiors expect us to tamper down on the influx of infected here, so it's not about making things difficult, just doing our job. Get moving. Saw it last night, Elena. Clear as day. Kid you've kept hiding in your truck for the last 2 years. She's infected. No wonder you never bring her to see us. Bloody clown going all the way for a dumb bet? Damn stubborn competitiveness and bottomless pride. If I said you'd drag yourself into trouble like that, taking some others down with you. Wait. Mr. Inspector. Sir, we'll head right out of here, straight back where we came from, right away. What do you say? Checkpoints are jurisdiction, too. So you still have to comply with us, even if you don't intend to cross. Sir, I'll pay the toll here. Or even an additional fine. Or just impound the ute and even drag me away. I'll cooperate with your investigation. I'm begging you, just let the kid go, please. Potlit has never seen Elena with such an expression. Their time together, Elena's always been the brave, fearless, and one might even say... Oh gosh, I know this word. Anarchic. I can't do it. Anarchic. Whatever. Why not even say defiant? She makes funny faces, blows up her past experiences, and explodes into laughter without a care for her own image. I know when I upload this, if I get any comments, it's just gonna be like, this is how you pronounce this word, and I'm gonna be crying. But now she's pleading with the officers in such an unbecoming way for Potlid's sake. Take her away.
Lance, it's okay.
No.
You don't have to see me off. I'm just stepping out for a second. I'll come find you in a bit, Lance.
Any other infected? This one too. She goes too. Where is she? The crossbow bolt flies out. Google is a thing if you need it. It is, but then I gotta open a tab and look it up. A crossbow bolt flies out, interrupting the security officers preparing to board and inspect the vehicle. A flurry of additional bolts follows up, forcing them to retreat. Whoa. The purple-haired woman, get her! Yes, sir. Purple hair? I thought she had red hair. A punch, a kick, a crossbow slam. A few officers knock down the grimaces on their face. Another volley of bolts rips through their clothes and pins them to the ground. The truck tracker steps over the messy pile of limbs until she reaches Potlid. Let's go.
What? Alrighty.
Oh, wait, you haven't... Sorry, that was... Haven't... No, nothing. Get the oot started? What's the matter? Back in the truck, let's go. Glad I didn't turn her in. What about you? Your device didn't beep, did it? Why did you hop off? Me? I'm just a little scared. So, wherever you go, I'll follow. You're not going anywhere. The officer grabs his Alex's calf, causing him to nearly trip. He stumps on the officer's hand while balancing himself. My fingers! I'm so sorry, I'm really sorry. We better get going now. This is such a silly group of people. We're surrounded. Probably back up. Straight, shit's escalating fast. What do we do now? I counted more than 40 of them. The whole squad's armed with anti-armor. And thick steel gate in front of us. I have no good ideas. Ideas? Ideas. Actually, I've got one. It's super risky, but I'll brag about it for years if we succeed. What? I gotta say, Jacka, this Oot of mine ain't no regular truck. Wanna know its full name? It's called Earthrock. Excavating bottle tree transplanting crew carrying Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Intercity transporter. Excavating and bottle trees aside, you know the two steel beams at the Dust Rag Town entrance? His beauty propped him up. And of course you're looking at the very driver responsible.
Lance.
Your hands are shaking. Shut it. Sit down tight. I'm going in. Can I just... Is there anything we can use to patch up these holes? I'm feeling a little chilly. Several holes dot the vehicle's exterior, funneling the wild winds from outside and messing up the Zalek's hair. Lot we can do, just bear with it. I'll look for a mobile platform to get some repair materials later. Oh wait, why are you still here? Who even are you? I'm just an ordinary passenger. I'm a good guy, really. Look, here's my ID. Jerry, huh? Well, I'm afraid we don't have any use for good Jerrys right now. Don't worry about me. I want to tell a soul what happened back there. Well, it is what it is. Everyone's here. Here's an accomplice now, so no one's getting away. Got that, Jacko? We're all Jackos now. Also, thanks for that. Thanks a lot for saving Potlid. My device went off too. They would have sent us to the infected treatment zone if they took us away. Where's your Tom? True. Still, I need to get to the Grinning Valley. Alright. Off to the Grinning Valley now, the truck's final destination. But we might not have enough fuel for our trip, so we'd better find a mobile platform to resupply. Find a way to patch up my battered oot while we're at it. Otherwise, it'll be tough to explain the company when I hand her back. Alright. Alright, so what's your name?
Miners all call me Ray.
Alrighty, Ray. Still feel like Jacker rolls off the tongue easier, though. I say, Jacker, you got me a bit curious. You hijacked this 8 and beat up those officers without a care. What in terror's name are you after in this Grinning Valley? That place isn't exactly call-friendly, and I hear it's basically just wasteland ruins after catastrophe wrecked it. Do you mean there might be some treasure to find there? Out with it, mate. It'll be all worthwhile, all that noise, if there's something good in store for us.
I'm looking for a huge shadow.
A what?
A shadow as tall as a mountain, shooting rays of light through the fog. It can talk, too.
It can talk?
Yeah.
What? What kind of bloody creature is that?
Ooh.
I'm already thinking about what I want to munch on after the stream. And the answer is my leftover, not ribs, chicken wings. I'm hungry. But I feel like I can finish this if I do a full 3-hour stream. Life itself is some sort of profound horror. You don't know where it's going to take you. Even worse. Even when there are some 30-odd siblings and hundreds of other relatives clamoring to make your decisions for you. Oh, same, actually? Nice. You still sometimes find yourselves under attack out of nowhere, such as, right now. There are no think tanks. No, there's no way out of this. This could be wrong because everyone believes it. Only a bandit, pulling up with a crossbow and the sand kicking as hard as he drives. I've made peace with my fate. I don't think we can pass through the Windy Beach. That place is catastrophe central. Each year up to 70,000 trucks are damaged or destroyed while passing through. But that's not the point. Our transport's already pretty beat up. Also, you should take a look at this. In addition to catastrophes, there are other factors that can worsen the damage to a vehicle. Ornithinium fuel leakage, transmission failure leading to secondary incidences, explosions in a close proximity to mining sites. So, we'll want to steer clear of the mines. Hey, are you listening? That's right, Potlet. Climb up from here, saw off the branch, collect the hose to the top of the tree. Connect the hose.
It's so heavy. But it's okay, the ankle braces Lance gave me are very secure. Just imagine that you're a big tree musk beast. Use the braces to hold onto the tree and jump up with a whoosh. I know I can do this and make everyone happy. My back feels lighter all of a sudden.
Oi, Jacker, I didn't tell you to do that.
Sure, you didn't tell me to do anything, but I have experience collecting water from bottle trees.
Okay, so you have a heart after all. We'll still need you to return Potled's tools. After all, I certainly trust my old partner a whole lot more than I trust the random Jacker.
Yay!
Besides, it's not like we're really trying to become a bottle tree water delivery truck. Just need to put on enough of a disguise before entering the city that nobody can tell it's an intercity transport that's gone off-route. Slap some decoration on as well. Don't let anyone see the old girl's been punched full of holes before being patched over with sheet metal. Potlid, let's go over a cover story with Jacker here.
Okay. If anyone asks, tell them we're transporting this bottle tree, and the water in the truck's gotta be bucketed up for transport into the factory. As for the tree branch decorations on the vehicle, it's just a little something the boss enjoys.
That's right. Bulletproof cover story, if I do say so myself. Never would imagine that these bottle trees would be saving our hides. While we're running from catastrophes on our long detour. Whoever decided to plant these bottle trees in the middle of nowhere, thank you. And of course, that includes me as well. Alrighty, time to hop back into the driver's cabin. Are you listening to me? I just wanted to remind everyone that every year, 300,000 people suffer fractures aboard transport vehicles for various reasons, 50,000 of which are attributed to bottle trees tipping over in transit. Just ignore him. I'll start the water pumps though. He says no risk of the falling off the tree. But accidents can always happen. Alright, I'm starting up. Hold on tight, Polly. Every year there are 1,000 more people who die to tree trunks bending during sudden strong wind.
I did it, Lance. The pump's starting to hum as it drains the water out of the tree trunk. I love when this happens.
Why else would I say I trust you? Actually, there's a chance the water pipe might explode as well. What's your deal? Is that a death net you're holding or what? Every year, I hear about an old friend or two who ends up contracting oropathy or gets caught in a catastrophe, regardless of what field they work in. No avoiding it. If we go by what you say, we're all better off not working in the first place. Sorry, I just wanted to give you some points of reference from my limited knowledge and experience. Just try to help. I do marketing for an insurance company. Insurance? It's the best thing I've seen advertised in years. I've already bought a bunch of policies and hope to get the Colombian company's name out there. But I'm a bit skittish, afraid of everything. But there's insurance for everything I'm scared of, including dangers I had no idea even existed. Look, these are my notes. And data collected from several of our company's advertisements, telling you about all the dangers you would never think of. Also, they promised to compensate me, even in the event that something actually does happen. This poor guy fell for every ad he saw. Cool. So how do you plan to spend that money if you're dead? It'd be pretty cool if they invented a way to continue living after you die there. I'm afraid there's not much we can do about that. Then what's the point? Listen up, you dress the vehicle up. We'll take it on over to the nearby pneumatic platform. Need to check if a buddy of mine is here. How many vehicles run into catastrophe each year and where? It doesn't mean shit to me. I'll just ask her straight up for the safest route to the Grinning Valley, and that'll be the end of things. How did we even get to this point? I thought the little girl would just hide quietly in the vehicle, so all I had to do was squeeze into a tool room with her. Like the safest thing at the time. But then she wanted to go visit friends and relatives with Elena leaving me alone in the vehicle. Here I am, alone, in the hijacked transport orbiting infected people. Forced to work, getting shot out with rocket launchers more than once. I can't handle these people chasing me. So I don't care who it is who I have to follow. Just don't make me deal with this whole mess alone. And this is all of the money in my wallet to take the whole thing, please. I never said I wasn't willing to follow you. I mean, it's only natural to not want to be a hostage, right? Hostage? I get it. You're the jacker, so if I go with you, I'll end up as a hostage. But you were so cool when you saved those people like a real highwayman. That's not what I meant. I'm just trying to say you're really impressive. Me? Impressive? Oh, well, yes, that's right. You're not mad, are you? Oh, thank goodness. There's one thing I wanted to ask you. Elena let you leave to buy the supplies. We need to make a long-distance trip. So, can we just do that, like that, and not resort to robbing people? He really is fumbling the bag really hard. These characters so far are so fun to voice. I gotta be honest. I hope it's just like the four of them mainly. Because the dynamic is so fun. I'm loving it. See, I've even given you my wallet now. There might not be much money in there, but it should be enough to cover food and fuel. Guys, I lied to you. I was talking that I'm like Ryan Gosling, but actually I'm not there. Yeah, this event breezed past me. Pretty fun read. That's fair. But it should be enough to cover food and fuel. Alright. That's a relief. Oh, right. Something is rubbing me the wrong way. You know, the man at the checkpoint were looking at us funny? I'm a professional. Do you think that we're already under suspicion? It's just... I never said I wanted to take a hostage. I said anyone who wanted to get off was free to go. Why didn't you go? I thought I told you before. I want to go back to the Grinning Valley. It has nothing to do with you. It's a long and dangerous journey, and I knew that going in, which is why I gave you the chance to hop off. You're scared of danger, so why are you still here? Well, since you're such a nice person, would you mind coming with me to have a look at the newsstand? I can explain. I committed insurance fraud. No, normally this wouldn't be. Ray, my face is hidden by the newspaper, isn't it? Yes. Okay, now let's take a good look here. Yeah, great. I haven't made it onto the list of missing people yet. No, even if they did realize someone was missing, it wouldn't make it into the papers within a single day. What about wanted persons? Not seeing anything. It isn't what you think. I just skipped out on my marriage. Jerry, I thought you were fun. Jerry, I thought you were cool. Jerry, what the frick are you? Why? Jerry. Well, it's not that I got cold feet. I was taking this transport on my way to attend my engagement ceremony in another city when you hijacked it. But then I realized I was pretty happy about that. Though I guess that isn't some big deal either. And because it's not that kind of big deal, I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it. Okay, so he was planning on going to his engagement thingy, and then he went, you know what? Maybe I didn't want to get married. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is nice for me. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't even have a child yet, and he's on the quest for milk. He looks cute, though. It doesn't crime. I don't know how it is with your family, but in my case, oh my gosh. I've got 36 brothers and sisters, and lots of other relatives, so you find plenty of stuff that ends up not worth talking about. How do you... That is such a big family, Jerry. Jerry. That is so many... Oh my gosh. Alright, so maybe you don't get it. I also know there's lots of people with huge families that don't deal with this sort of thing. Sorry, can't help you with that one. Hold on, Ray. There are uniformed men coming this way. His name is the last checkpoint. I didn't grow up in a big family. Those houses all joined together neatly. Looked so beautiful. But I didn't know where I had to settle myself down. Zalek's gone. I probably decided to leave on his own. Should have hopped off to begin with. Oh wait, no, this is the voice I give. Good day, ma'am. We'd like to have a little chat with you. I give him the similar voice as the other guy, so I gotta differentiate it. Don't be scared, Potlet. The pictures on the wall might be a bit spooky, but the lady here isn't anything too weird. She takes pictures of giant beast carcasses in the primordial forest, plus the bones of explorers in the morass, but she's never hurt nobody. Well, at least, she probably wouldn't hurt nobody. Hey, you're not even talking back when I call you Potlet. Where'd your spirit go? You hungry or something? I don't know if we can count on the Jacker at all, but hopefully she managed to bring the stuff back without any issue. I'll show you a neat hack later. You can use solar panels to fry up some instant noodle cakes and falby steaks. Put the past behind you. Anyways, I have a solution now. Doesn't the Jacker seem odd to you? Might be even a little bit crazy. That's why I decided to meet this friend and ask her about the situation. A shadow as tall as a mountain, and it can talk. If a thing like that really exists in Rim Battalion, my friend surely would have heard of it. But if the Jacker simply had too much to drink or went into the mines of that helmet and hit her head, well, I'll have to figure something else out. Don't worry, they don't call me Alana of the Barren Lands for nothing. I'll always figure something out. Got lost. Be quick about it. I'm busy with my travel notes. Didn't you see the sign on the door? Wait, not many know about my temporary studio in the first place. Which rag do you work for? How'd you manage to track me down?
Lance, didn't you say you were old friends? She doesn't seem to recognize you.
Well, the old part means we haven't seen each other in a long time. The Vespers is short. Hey, remember that one time we went to the big hammer mine? There's this one mangler beast trying to tear us apart. I reckon that was the biggest mangler in that beast known to man. Why, it's the one on the wall there. I was behind the wheel when you took this photo. Alright. I don't care who you are or what you want, but I'll give you 10 minutes. Don't test my patience. I would kiss her easily. Sorry to occupy your precious time, but I have to vent a bit. This is the single darkest day I've ever suffered. Of course, I know that you don't actually exist. I've just gotten used to having someone to talk to ever since I was little. After all, there would always be so many people talking at once back home. And I had the faintest voice. Anyways, all I wanted to say was, it's way too dark under this truck. Patience now. Just 5 more seconds. Wait for the shoes to go out of sight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ugh. At least 2 mouthfuls of dirt won't send me to the hospital, even if it's dried sand and the chassis is what we're talking about. Alright, I can feel it. This should be the access door leading to the power room on the bottom level. I have not seen Nymph. Let me look Nymph up right now. I will Google this, because this is a question to me. Nymph, Arknights. I'm doing this purely design-based. I'm skipping her for sure. Her design is cute, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan. She's like an optical illusionist with like a heart key theme. Like, I really like locks and key themes, but genuinely, yeah, we need more techwear designs. You're so right. Genuinely, though, she's a skip. Would I wear her outfit? Yes. Would I pull for her? No. She doesn't look interesting to me. Yeah. That character is actually cool, if I remember who that one is. Yeah, that would be nice. Oh, I didn't read that part. Alright, I can feel it. This should be the access door leading to the power room on the bottom level. It's too scary to walk around outside, so I squeezed back inside the vehicle to wait for them to return. No, I'm not sure if Ray's gonna be coming back. So bad leaving her behind like that, but it's not like I did it on purpose. 1, 2... Finally, the valve opened. He opens it up. Oh no, I was kind of right. I was gonna say he opens it up inside. Inside is all of the men from, oh gosh, why can't I remember their names? They're gone, but all the like armored men from the Knights. Have you seen Matim though? I have not. I will look that up as well. Yeah, I was wondering if she had fear. Yeah, that Kesmira's Knights. Matim, Arknights. Okay, now this design I can get behind. I like it a lot more. He feels like, Studio J. Ooh, I like his promotion art. Ooh. Yeah, I like him. I can get behind him. He doesn't have fluffy ears, though. He is a Sarkaz. Is he a Sarkaz? I don't know if he's a Sarkaz or the other one that I get confused with. Yeah. I gotta be real and say I feel like he looks more 5-star than Nymph. Oh no, sorry, I got in the wrong vehicle. I'll be leaving now.
Hold it.
Hold it. I hear something coming from under the vehicle. Oh no. Shh. Quiet down. If you blow my cover, nothing good's going to come of it. Can't afford if this damn metal crabs crawl into the station anymore. Last time one got in and totaled 3 vehicles and shanked 2 people to boot. Go grab a torch. I need to take a look. Come out. Yeah, I got these coupons from somebody else. I don't know much about your market here. Why the hell are you answering our market research questions? Because you asked them? Hi, Tracy. I was debating whether or not I should pull for Nymph, and you answered it. Oh, okay. No problem. I think the fear is a cool effect. However, at least with the units I have, that fear is probably gonna hurt me more than help me. Alright then. I guess I just have to throw out the whole transcript. Sorry for bothering you, ma'am. She really does. No worries. Monthly promo magazine. Clip this for 10% off compressed canned food. When did this kind of stuff start showing up? Elena's pretty incredible. She's got all the details worked out in life, everything down the list. She's got light in her eyes. Look at that. She's got excitement. On Friday, go grab a scarf from the old man with the stuffed tail. And get a friend's discount from his daughter. Yeah, she's got everything figured out down to the day. A stack of papers can be used in the 3 million trolley supermarket in this stack. Sorry, Doctor, actually, my own memory's a bit fuzzy. Oh, Amia.
It's as if Rimbatillion has always been like this. Rusty factories, steel frames stacked on top of each other, a gray skyscape, and Ornithian clusters towering in on the horizon. Sorry, Amia. I really would like for you to be able to go home and have a good look around. I was looking for your parents for a long while. But after the attack on the engineering team, the pneumatic plate you used to live on got dismantled. The place we're standing right now probably has the most stuff from the old plate. Yeah, honestly, Rhodes Island jump scare. They keep doing it to me lately. No worries, Savage. This is enough. Thank you so much. Just smelling the rust, oil, and welding rods brings back memories. It's as if I've gone back in time. Oh, what am I even saying? It's only been a few years. It's just... I can still feel myself sitting in the back of the construction truck, following my parents and the other folks on the engineering team, waiting for them to set out from the plate. I'm here. You went with them? It's common practice in many large families. The household oftentimes is the engineering team. The team has to go work in some faraway land, place. I'll take the old and young with them to make sure they're taken care of. I guess so. Amia's from Rimbatillion. Of course, not all the people in the family are necessarily blood-related. Sometimes they'll be considered part of the household just by living in the same part of the factory. Does that mean back then? Oh, Doctor, there's no need to feel bad for me. It's not like I was thinking about the accident. And besides, I had already carefully thought through what I was searching for, even before I came to Rimbatillion. Oh, Doctor, look over there! Still remember that smokestack? What's wrong, Amia? I suddenly remembered challenging the other kids to see who could crawl down there from the farthest, keeping their tails as clean as possible. Isn't that insanely dangerous? It was totally fine. None of us wanted to get scolded by the adults back home, so we never actually went down too far. Comes up a few times, don't really remember where. Visual though. Crikey. It's the last time I heard Amia talking like this. I'm not the same 6 or 7-year-old kid I was back then. But at last I found something I recognize. This is still Rimbatillion after all. It's how we build our houses. Old buildings are incredibly useful, so there's no need to dismantle them. Want a new house? Just build right on top of it. Which is why the elders tell us from the time we're little. Adventurous folk, no matter how far they travel, always know home when they come back to it. That being said, a lot of things have changed as well. For example, the infected persons management law we just came across seems to be imitating Lithinian's legal framework and Victoria's jargon. Amia? Someone's been staring at you for a while now. Yeah, I've noticed, Doctor.
Do you know her?
I don't think I've seen her before. Also, I don't think I've seen any of the people who took care of me. I don't think any of the people who took care of me before would recognize me now. Let's keep moving, Doctor. I'm sure it's fine. Coupon flyer on the shopping list goes with it. To go with it, I've gotten all mixed up now. What did Elena tell me to get in?
She was literally just spaced out looking at Amiya.
So that's the whole deal.
The stretch from Windy Beach to Grinning Valley is the most catastrophe-prone place, says the messengers. I've seen it myself, too. No? What's so special about the place? Well, you could say that the ecology is... Is what? Devoid of foul shit. Eh? The Billy's natural geography is generally pretty barren to begin with. This area is so barren you won't even find foul beast droppings. You want an easy road? Not even in your dreams. You won't find a road paved for you. You can look towards the rocks raining from the sky. Don't expect to find anything fun to do either. You'll find is the usual busy stuff, ready to kill at the drop of a hat. Alright, so other than the foul beasts that don't poop, any other special creatures to look out for? Hello, Nikieshi, how you doing? Other creatures? Scary number of sand beasts. Listen to me here, you don't want anything to do with them, they'll mess you up. Sure, got it. Sand beasts. Nothing unusual about those. Isn't anything a bit more talkative, shiny, incredibly huge, along those lines? How would I know? I'm not even a professional explorer, let alone a cryptid biologist. Come on, don't be in such a rush to shoo us away. Let me just ask you one last time. Rays of light, a shadow as tall as a mountain. Talking. These words don't mean anything to you, right? Feeling a bit sleepy? Aw. I hope you get a good night's sleep. Say that again, one more time. Rays of light, shadow as tall as a mountain, talks. Nah, yeah, that's the thing. What? What a pain. In the end, I really did remember something for your sake. It's interesting. Found a map. What language is that? Zagonian. Of course. How many know the word to begin with? What? She gave me the accent all of a sudden. My voices are mingling. Where's Sargonia? I mean, that doesn't matter here. You should be using your precious time to tell me what the word means. Didn't you hear what I just said? So nobody knows the word at all. So I've got no way of explaining it. Anything would just come out silly. Nobody's ever really studied what exactly Fairnamut is. Just a vague concept that I happen to hear about. Forget it. Just act like you never heard anything from me. Don't think about it, and definitely don't go throwing that word around. I think irks my tail more than fake news getting spread all over the place. You just end up running around for nothing. Sky Sword is cool though, that's fair. That's true. I have no clue. Alright. I'll forget you said anything. Do I need your thanks? Words of praise. Your 10 minutes are up, and the door's that away. Am I clear? Yeah, clear as day. Although, I'm still going to thank you anyway. First bit you said. But this is a thing. That's good enough for me. Huh. Pretty yawn. The sleepiness is wearing off on me. Rays of light. Shadows as tall as mountains. Fairnamut. Who the hell would believe anything so crazy? These made-up legends are growing out of control. People really ought to stop trying to mess with me. Ugh. How about I finish this goddamn investigation reports? Head on over to the Grinning Valley to take a look. What do you think?
If you're planning on going, then of course you have my full support. Even though I don't know anything about exploring or archaeology, there has to be some way I can help.
Huh? Nah. I was asking how you felt about getting kicked out after 10 minutes. Didn't you take along so I wouldn't lose track of time chatting with my old friend? So I didn't need your supervision.
That's true.
You know, when you really can't muster a smile, you don't have to force yourself, even just a bit. You're tired and want a vent. I'll make sure nobody sees you. I finally found a nice tunnel I can hide in. I'm saved. Huh? Hurry. Get your rear in there. As a friendly reminder, the left side's the sewage pipeline of the Scalus processing factory. Hop on the other side if I were you. Thanks a million, Elena. Oh, wait! Fancy running into you here. Huh? I can explain. I think somebody's seen through our disguise and is setting up near the checkpoint. Ray seems to have gotten herself tangled up, but I'm sure she has a way out. Just a sec. The people chasing you are here after us because of what we've done? I'm not too sure about that. I mean, my thing definitely doesn't matter. I just happen to be hiding in the wrong place, so I got caught up in this Kira's mess again. Grab the rope, Jerry. Yeah, I got it. I'll help you throw the knot over, and then you can lower me down. In any case, that's a situation, Elena. Don't worry about me. I gotta run for now. No, Jerry, you were so funny. Did he actually get himself involved, or is he just running because he happened to see somebody else running? But you know, Portland, didn't you know the one next to him looks kind of familiar? Life really is terrifying. You can't run away from it. No matter how much you want to. Well, actually, I've never wanted to run away. I've always went with the flow, safely and securely, along with my 36 other siblings and other 300,000 people in the city. After all, you naturally gravitate towards wherever's the most stable. I like that we're getting Jerry as our little dialogue here. It wasn't who I was expecting. When I got attacked out of nowhere, I ended up skipping out on my engagement. Now I'm actually on the run with my very own 2 feet. I don't know why, but even as I'm being chased by all sorts of things and running for my life, in the end, a door always opens for me. Are things getting better or worse for us? Logically speaking, if there's a nest of metal crabs beneath the sewer, we ought to contact a security officer. That's why it says beware of the wildfire signs. He just needs to start a company with a guy called Ben, and then life will work out for him. True. Bad news is, they barged straight into their home in an attempt to escape. I can't feel my lungs anymore. Don't slow down now, unless you want to end cut ribbons by those pincers. I really can't deal with this whole running away thing. Do I come across as some career criminal who's constantly on the run? I just wanted people to think I went missing, so I crawled into the bed of my hardware store's delivery truck and went to sleep for a day. Oh, ouchie. I scraped my knuckles. On the cargo box. Ended up getting transported away as usual. Found myself waking up in someone else's vehicle. Here we are. You're not a career criminal? Thank goodness. I thought I saw your face before on a wanted poster. What I mean to say is I didn't mean to say you look generic or ordinary or like some sort of NPC. You know, I've had a question in my mind. You really went and helped someone you thought was a wanted criminal? I just felt like I had no choice from the very beginning. I didn't know why those men were even chasing me. Plus, I think you're actually a good egg, same as the ladies who abducted me and brought me here. Actually pretty decent. Ah, so loud. Hold on, where are we? I've got an idea. Let's hear it. Wait, you're letting me call the shots? This is rather new for me. Long story short, that sounds the smelting plant's automatic waste filtration and disposal system. I've seen somebody fall it off in one of our company ads. He suffered a terrible fracture. My point is, if people can fall from it, it also means there has to be a way up. We might be able to climb on top of that thing. There's no way the metal crabs could chase us up that high, and our pursuers would never expect us to leave the factory. Let's go this way. You want us to walk across these rickety platforms that look like they could flip over at a moment's notice? Along these iron slabs that could easily send us flying. It's not completely impossible. The robotic arms are on a timer. I'll climb it first and look for the control room. It'll be safe as long as I manually operate the arms. I saw Elena driving the transport. The operating level for this mechanical platform should just be just like that vehicle shifter. I might be able to pull this off. I just need to give it a shot. I mean, I can't say for sure it's gonna work or not, but I trust you. You can do it. Just go for it. You trust me? Wait, not only are you letting let me call the shots, but you're also placing your faith in me? Dear Lord, not one of my 36 siblings have ever dared. You're also smart and independent, just like them. Whew. I'm sorry, Kira. Platform's a little taller than I expected. I can't reach. Just give me a boost. A boost? Like this? Here. That works too, but I was kind of thinking my back or my legs or... Whoa, you're strong. Great, I made it up. Listen. And you're nothing like the elders, constantly trying to dictate my life. So you're saying is, nobody's onto us and nobody's tracking us? You didn't kill anyone with this, did you? Yeah, nah. There's so many things on your shopping list. I didn't have a free hand to draw my weapon. Alright. As long as you didn't cause any trouble. If I'm more than my fair share of excitement. I didn't know that the checkpoint was already hard enough on Portland. Where'd a resident coward go? Finally safe. We actually did it. Thank you. I really mean that. Thank you so much. My timid heart's still ready to jump out of my ribcage. I actually followed through with a decision. And it's such a dangerous one at that. Quit bashing yourself over the head with your briefcase already. People are staring. Sorry. It's just that I'm not a lot more used to going along with what other people's plans. I had a big family and things got pretty loud. Yeah, I get you. Most people are pretty much the same. One joins in and things get noisy, whether or not they're actually blood-related. It's been a good decade since one of my sisters went out on a travel for the lands. A lot of others don't even remember that she left Rim Battalion. I'm trying to say it. It's perfectly normal to be forgotten, just as it's perfectly normal for 20 or 30 people to suddenly remember you at once. Start talking about the same things on repeat. How right you are. You know, I skipped out on my engagement today, so I ended up here. It's also why I'm afraid of getting caught. Well, actually, the whole thing was foisted on me because of a little dust-up, but afterwards, I was pretty happy to be getting out of that marriage. It hadn't dawned on me until then that I was really against the whole arrangement. Oh, he was in an arranged marriage. Poor guy. I don't even know the first thing about the woman I'm engaged to. I just felt like so many smart people in the family said I should do it, so it had to be the right thing. Right? I totally get you. The others in my family always try to push their experiences onto me. I got so sick and tired of their nagging that I wanted to disappear. Even though I left the old factories and went to Carrots, to an assembly line, they still packed themselves into a transport for a solid half a day just to tell me they found me a proper man. Wait. Are these two... I'm hoping that these two are the ones that are supposed to be set up together. And they both didn't want to go through with it. And then they end up actually being pretty cute together. That's my hope. Yeah, exactly. If I'd gone along with it, then I would have missed out on everything that happened today. Ship them. Ship them. It's nothing. You go ahead. Kira, I'm just thinking. The two of us have pretty good rapport, and my company recently rolled out an insurance plan with really broad coverage. I know, wait, this is the woman Jerry was engaged to. Because she said that she also was in Carrot, which is where he was supposed to go for it. I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but... Yeah, insurance. I'm glad to help you with your work, since I do owe you one for today, but... What kind of insurance are we talking about here, and how much does it cost? No, Miss Kira, it's not what I meant. It won't cost you any money, I just wanted to ask. How would you feel about becoming the beneficiary of this insurance plan I just bought? Beneficiary? In other words, if anything happens to me, then the company will pay you a large sum of money. As for the specific terms, I can go over the details with you if you have time. But, after all, a beneficiary is someone very important to me. Goodness, what's gotten into me? Am I making decisions for myself again? I swear this has to be the most important decision of my life. Kira? I know this is all very sudden, but it's how I really feel. I just had to blurt it out. Well, me would have just kept it bottled up in my heart, thinking over and over about how to get the words out, and if I did get them out, worrying if I stuttered or not. I'm not stuttering anymore. I mean, I am, but it's not as bad. Oh, it's no big deal, though. If you don't want to do it, then maybe I shouldn't have sprung it on you like that. I'll do it. It's more in line with my personal principles than going along with whatever the elders have planned for me. Really? You're fine with it? Oh my gosh, I have to tell my siblings that I'm not going to let them lead me around by the nose forever. Totally. They're always going on about how they've been through so much and know better. All families got a suite of rules when it comes to who we marry. Like everyone loves a goddess with long ears. Huh? Goddess? Yeah. I'm the only Zalek in the family. I guess I got handed off to this family when I was little. I forget about that a lot. Same as people forget about me. Besides, a big family isn't clobbered together like this. And they like loud talkers. My relatives are more into the quiet types. And industrious, businessy types. They know how to make a sales pitch. Even their appearance. Wait. You just mentioned that you were skipping out on an engagement ceremony, didn't you? Honestly. They are each other's. That's... I'm gonna miss you, Jerry, if you leave already.
Lance, we don't have to leave now. If we don't have to leave now, we'll be surrounded by drivers bringing wine barrels over to collect bottle tree water, and we won't be able to get out.
I know that already. Seriously, didn't that Zalek say he was scared to death that something terrible would happen as soon as he left the vehicle?
I told them everyone's free to get off whenever they want. I wouldn't do anything to stop him.
No, the way he was talking, I think he's scared he'd run into the girl he was engaged to. Ray? Elena, hurry up and give me your contact. Huh? I'll send you the details later. Wedding invitations. Huh?
As far as I can tell, the road ahead should be pretty safe. No traces of big beasties, no sign of the ground getting hollowed out by wildlife.
I like that he's inviting them to the wedding. That's adorable. I'm gonna miss you, Jerry. You little oaf. I loved you. You were my NPC for this one, Jerry. Maybe that's the last blessing Zalek left you, is actually doing something for us after all. Have a safe trip, and you'll definitely find what you're looking for. Ray uses a railgun? They've been calling it a crossbow or something. Railman, huh? Pretty tough, just going by the sound of the word, huh? If you walked up to me and told me we're gonna find Fatima, I wouldn't have questioned it for a moment. Jerry got his milk that he's coming home. No, I didn't think you'd also read the road conditions.
Hardly. I don't have much experience. I'm not a real lookout. I just think looking out into the distance with binoculars is pretty neat, that's all.
Weird. Power system's temperature display seems a bit off. I'd die for that Ray's smile. No, I can't. Jackie, did we miss something just now? Like a geyser spewing steam by the side of the road, or active oranginium on the surface, causing a small-scale explosion?
No. I made sure of it.
What about Portland? What'd she get herself while we were looking outside? Wait, is she in the power room? Jerry, I miss you already. I can't believe he found the girl he was engaged to. I'm so proud of you. Have a good wedding. Do you remember Zima ever swears? I've seen a funny AI joke about heavy accents. I don't know if I do. I think Zima kind of skirts the line of swears. I think she definitely has done it a couple times, because I think I've had the swears her before. Guys, we're almost done. Just give me 1 minute, because I'm really hungry, so I am gonna grab those food real quick. So she'll have to make up for him working in insurance. He gave his life insurance to her. It's so romantic. I will be right back. Okay, so never mind. My mother is actually making dinner right now, and that's probably why I was feeling hungry. Was because I could smell the cooking, and I went, I want food! Hold on. Because I don't know. After losing in Dota. Incredible. Okay, we have 3 left. We'll get through it today. We'll just finish it today. We can do it. Normally we don't get closure right when something happens. Just like when Mom and Aunt... Oh, deemed hydrate. I will hydrate. And Genma had that argument in the middle of the night. Such a noisy one. It woke the neighbors. Hydrate yourself, Queen. I did. Thank you. They were arguing about the same old, how should the factory go about starting up the wheat grinder and the rice miller without disturbing their workers' rest? Just like those young Billy businessmen who helped the farmers and factory workers build a coalition during the cage incident. I am a bit sad, though, that Jerry got with her, because that does confirm that their family that was always telling them what to do was right. Which is a little sad, since both of their characters are like, oh, we can think for ourselves, and then it's also just, but what our family said was actually right. It kind of gets rid of a bit of that characterization, but they don't have enough time to actually do a lot of stuff when this event is one of the shorter ones. Yeah, now they're doing it for their own reasons. They did meet each other first, and he seemed to like her based on that. So now it's a little bit less forced, which is nice. Just like those young Billy businessmen who helped the farmers and factory workers build a coalition during the cage incident. Even though they made an effort to break free of the grasp of the counts in the Victorian Chamber of Commerce. No, my hiccups are back now. How many of them were just in it for the business? How many of them actually cared about the future of Rim Battalions? Also, just like that one trip with the Dr. and Amia, maybe some questions will always have some sort of closure. This is a more natural meet and greet. If they met through the parents. Well, exactly. It sounded like they were just supposed to meet at the wedding. So it is nice that they're at least meeting and then being like, okay, we'll go through with this marriage. No? Don't know where you're gonna go yet? Wasn't heading back to the nomadic platform to search for the traces of her childhood? Yeah, just the first step along the journey? Like what happened in the second stop and the third stop and so on. I filled a tank of gas and even prepped a portable stove and tent. Besides, the Rim Battalion, the Miners' Cup, is in the group stage right now. If we head south, we might take it in time for the cross-country burden beast race, across the Big Hammer Mine. Or maybe we could go for some of Rim Battalion's local specialties. I've committed a lot of fantastic eateries to memory over the last few years, especially the ones that have opened up inside hollowed-out mining tunnels. In any case, Cal's said you guys don't have any work coming up for the next little while, so why not put that whole Victoria thing on the back burner for now?
There's no need to be so pushy, Savage. It's not that I'm too worried about what's on the horizon to enjoy the trip or anything. What I mean is, I think I might prefer how we used to do things before. Like just wandering around without any particular goal in mind. Well, that might not entirely be accurate either. I'm sure the doctor had some idea where we were going.
I did?
Because as far as I can remember, it seems like new things are happening every day. And there are always different sights to see. If we were here to casually tour through Rim Battalion's wastelands, we'd probably just be seeing a whole lot of sand mines and Arnogenium clusters.
Well, about that, I think that's more so you having a streak of bad luck, and getting yourselves into trouble the whole way here. At least Ami is more capable of holding her own now. I'm not making the same empty-handed, hot-blooded newbie I was before. And if we run into a scrap, I'm sure we can resolve it without too much hassle. By the way, Tracy, is there a reason or pun why you call Rim Battalion rather than Rim Billeted? I just thought it was Rim Battalion. And nobody ever pointed it out to me before this moment. It's Rim Billeted? Billeted? I feel... Well, now I'm a little embarrassed. Billeted. I don't know. I thought it was battalion. Ain't battalion a word? Apparently it's not even a word. I thought it was a word. I'm okay. An invitation to wine. Cruz and Black Knight refer to each other as Rimbillies for short. You're right. I did read that. And I still thought it was Battalion and they just didn't want to. Okay. Billy. Billyton. Okay. Ow.
Sorry about that, Doctor. Doctor, are you alright? Did you bump your head?
It's fine. My head's still intact.
Savage, what happened? Why'd you suddenly slam on the brakes?
Take a look over there. Is that transport vehicle over there coughing up smoke? Jacker, go get some bottle tree water. The more the better. Right. Bring a top over and help me hold her up. Right. Then grab some tape and tie her to the condensate pipe. And dip her feet in cold water and give her a good soak.
Okay, but why?
Call it a trade secret. Doesn't matter if it's a fever or a burn. It's the fastest way to cool down. Medicine's fine and all, but you sometimes need to tackle the external problem head on. This is the way you do it.
And
Don't worry. There's nothing to be scared of. I've got meds. I figured something like this would happen sooner or later. Hurry up and drink, Wommy.
she's burning up.
She has the strength to swallow the meds, so it's not as bad as it could be. Fever should be going down soon. Yeah, I know it can't be that serious, trust me.
Alright, I believe you. But I don't think what she has is fever.
I know. It's her odds. She used them to fiddle with the temperature of the power plant again, without my permission. Should have dawned on me a lot earlier when I realized how smooth the ride was and how much power we've been driving on these roads. I don't know how many times I told her not to go around casting with her bare hands. Just can't get it drilled into her head. She's always eager to prove her own worth. Silly girl, what a darn fool. And if the moment she got in that truck, she was just dumb and stubborn. Damn dipstick.
We can always find a doctor. We're not that far from the platform.
You're not getting anything from those docs like I can already do. Trust me, we'll be fine. I'll get us through this. If you say so.
Elena, the power cabin's getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah, can't tell since my back's dripping cold sweat. It's just burning up. How's she this hot? Got another folk remedy? Yeah, catch some Arnogenium slugs.
Elena, there's the bell. Someone wants to board.
Yeah, go chase them off, Jackie.
No, you should. It'll be bad if our arts go out of control. She'll hurt herself and others too.
What are you trying to say? No way. No way we come to that, not a chance. She's my own adopted daughter. Just wait, Ray. I'll take care of this whole mess. Be right back. If an infected girl gets sick, or if an infected gets sick, or if their arts start going out of control, it should be another infected to deal with it. That way, even if they disintegrate, at least it'll create new victims. That's standard protocol on the job. Get out. Wait a sec. I'm the driver for that vehicle over there. I got tools. Do you need any help? Help? Huh. What? I'm doing just fine over here. I'm just taking a little break over here, so if you want to help, buggering off would do us just fine. Huh, but your ear over there is giving off white smoke. Doesn't look to be in great shape. That's just how it is. I'm the one driving it. Think you know her better than me? Sorry, I'd still like to get in and have a look around. I don't have time to give you a ride. Last warning, go away, I'll make you go away. You're shaking. Who, me? Don't kid yourself. That gear you're wearing. You're a troublemaker who's done something bad, aren't you? And you're a merc to hunt for infected people, yeah? An explosion. I'm inside the bus. Struth, I told you to bugger off. I don't have time for you. Hey, wait. What's going on with that truck? Its body is damaged in several areas and its front's rather deformed. Smoke should be coming from the condensate pipes, not properly dispersing the heat. And then there's that driver. She seems to be worse for wear than the bus itself. Can't believe it's Billyton. I cannot believe it. I'm never gonna recover from this. Poor gray ears. The engine is long since stalled. The sound of water flowing through the condensate pipe can still be heard in the power cabin. You mispronounce all the time. Why do none of you tell me? You're just trying to be cute and add your own flair. I mean, flair. Okay, I do like the pun. I do like the pun. I'm so embarrassed. I'm never gonna recover from this. I know I have pronounced Lithuanian wrong. I think it's Lithuanian or something. I don't know. I know I probably pronounce all the places wrong. Nobody's told me. My mind just adds a T to it. The engine is long since stalled. The sound of water flowing through the condensate pipe can still be heard from the power cabin. I'm with Mojiggle. I thought it was intentional. Your boy even has it in... I know he has it in his lines. I know. Okay, Lithuanian is intentional. Billiton is not intentional. Lithuanian, I refuse to pronounce it right. I don't know why, but I like the way mine sounds. Lithuanian is probably... Lithuanian. But this one's different. The temperature inside the cabin is unusually high. The drenched pot lid continues to shiver. Everyone mispronounced when reading Pinus Sylvestris for the first time. Did I just pronounce that wrong? Did I prove the point? Yes. Oh, my dinner's ready. Give me 1 minute. Hello, I'm back with dinner. I'm reading. Why Faust? Interesting. I am not caught up at all on Arknights. Main plot. The side plot is my main plot. Dinner today is some white rice, some peas, and some honey garlic pork. It is very good. I poured the honey garlic sauce all over everything, and it tastes delicious. Elena said this was supposed to help.
Just a bit longer then.
Sad? Why are you sad? Happy? As her words trail off, Potlid's lips quiver slightly, as if sleep-talking. Ray thinks for a moment, then holds the girl's scorching hot hand. And though the hand subconsciously tries to shrink away, it has no strength to do so. Burning hot. It's alright now. I won't be able to see how badly your arts are going out. I have control. This isn't any miraculous technique or anything, but I can at least reduce the danger of it. Some people are fine sticking their heads in the sand, and some coop themselves up in abandoned mine shafts. Wait for the whole thing to blow up, steal off, and others try to run far away into the barrens. Just mixing it before it gets cold. This is a very yummy food. Sure, people get sick. Just like cold parts get rusty. Bound to happen. And as long as you handle it properly, it won't affect anyone else. It won't turn into a big deal. It's so yummy.
No, I don't want this. Ray.
You see their gray hairs. Your body temperature's still high.
A long time ago, everyone in my family, the whole family, they were all infected.
Right.
All of them knew how to put their noses to the grindstone. They built their own homes and lived simple but fulfilling lives. I was happy too. I could make a big pot of soup and share it with everyone. They'd eat yummy food. Then they'd get better. After they got better, they wouldn't need to come back anymore.
Easy now, gray hairs. If your temperature gets any higher. A few sparks crackle through the air. I can't hold you anymore. I know what I'm doing, gray hairs. Some people don't know how to control their own strength and end up hurting people, or even killing them by accident. That's not me. I'm going to knock you out. I'll be sore for a few days. I'm letting go now.
If I eat more and grow up more and my sickness gets better, Dad will also come back. Why were those people on the road looking for infected? Why do I have to hurt lambs just because I'm infected?
Why, she stole the frying pan from Gummy. She's also a chef. The rawness of the blisters on her hand forced Ray to pause.
Ray, is it bad to be an infected?
Well, great ears. You must be hurting. I can feel it. There are times when neuropathy flares up, and I can't sleep, I know. But when I remember that ray of light shining through, I can relax. Finally close my eyes in peace. Burn him. Calm, gray ears. Calm down. I will find it. Potlid! Potlid! How's she doing? This isn't my voice. It's blood. Elena, Right ears is fine, but stay back. Her heart's gone down a little. Her heat's gone down a little. She's already caused a small explosion. Lena, these damaged internal components and broken pipes, are they a big deal? The pipe is whatever, but... Oh, that was a voice crack. The medicine doesn't seem to be working. See, I said you needed help. Huh? Saw Wrench's duct tape. And this girl, I've seen her before. Why'd you tie this little girl up? What are you doing to her? What am I doing? What am I even capable of doing? Lena. I'm not an idiot. You think I don't know how these tricks work? Have I even seen an old friend getting heat struck in the workshop and then being tortured with these crude methods to the point that he never came to work again? Rusty Wrench managed to survive. Couldn't talk anymore, but he could still work. Old Bobby said it saved his life, but you think I don't know? They're the exception that proves the rule. You really think I don't know oropathy is an intractable disease? But this dumb kid doesn't know that. She thinks she can be cured, and what else can I do but play along? I believe in the little medicine I can get my hands on, whatever folks' remedies reach my ears. I just can't watch another one die in front of me while I watch helplessly. Hello! Can I look at her? I'm gonna eat some food, though, while I examine her. Looks pretty bad. Nom nom.
Sleep peacefully now. You don't have to burn yourself anymore. I'm sorry for using my arts on you. May you be free from the pain and suffering of oropathy in your dreams.
Good work, Amiya.
I could feel it. She's a deeply wounded girl. Is there anything else I can help with, Doctor?
We're good for now. A simple injection should take care of things.
I'm done with my arts too. Go ahead and let the others in.
Is she really gonna be okay?
Yeah. Her subconscious casting has stopped. The activation process of the orniginium crystals inside her body has also been halted, but the fever symptoms haven't been completely relieved yet. We'll have to continue monitoring her for a while.
The doctor said hello, and the scene became red to normal. Yeah, I went, hey there, what's up? And then the scene went, oh, okay, everything's fine now. I've been driving this truck for about who knows long now. Never thought I'd run into a doctor in a place like this. All I can say is thank you.
You're welcome. Treating the infected has always been Rhodes Island's duty. That said, I'm not a doctor, and the doctor is, well, not that kind of doctor. But just to be sure, we should get to Rhodes Island branch office ASAP, where we have real diagnostic and treatment equipment to properly examine the patient.
Rhodes Island? Reminds me, the girl gave me a card saying that some lady told her to give it to her family. Oh, I'm the lady. The girl was clearly infected. I figured her family ought to understand. Ah, I found it. This is the one. The symbol of the excavator drill pointed straight at the sky.
The what?
And easy doing business around Rim Battalion. I'm still doing it. I'm still calling it Battalion. No! Rim Billidin these days. Competition's too fierce, so I figured it would be a bad idea to get trucking instead. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get trucking instead. The company offers some serious benefits. It's absolutely wild that you'd have such an advanced medical department in a construction firm. If only the Billy companies could learn from you guys.
Elena, I think there's been a little misunderstanding. I do agree with you. If all of Rimbillidan's company is committed to raising awareness about oropathy prevention, our youngest patient here might not be in such a serious condition right now. And we should really put what we do at Rhodes Island front and center on our business cards. After all, the infected rarely have proper access to medical services. In any case, we'll have a proper medical team dedicated to Ormy's treatment at the branch office. If it's not too much trouble for you, I'd like you to drive to the nearest nomadic city.
Sure. Wait, hold on. It is a bit of a special situation with the truck. Once we go back, we might not be able to leave again, plus I migrate with somebody else.
Special situation. Oh, that reminds me, you're supposed to be a transport, right? But if you keep going in that direction, the only thing waiting for you is an uninhabited wasteland that's prone to catastrophes. Wait, don't tell me you were planning to go to plant bottle trees there. No, we're going to search for the Fairnamut.
Fairnamut?
Please, don't leave Hornby behind.
No worry, nobody's leaving you behind. Just having a little discussion. Oh, Paulid! You awake? How's your head? Are you dizzy? Are you still running hot?
Lance, you look so upset. Did something happen? I think I just had a long, tiring dream. And at the very end of the dream, I think I even saw the Fairnama. Ray asked me to take a good long look at the giant shadow. I looked and looked as hard as I could, but I couldn't quite make it out. Lance, can I go with you to find the Fairnama?
Here, try this. It is all we have now. It's hardly enough to express our thanks. Not only did she say Potlid, she's even willing to travel with us to make sure she's okay.
No worries, Elena. We had no particular destination in mind to begin with. Also, the doctor's intrigued by the Fairnama you mentioned.
It's done, Elena. I pulled into the transport bay. The rest of the journey is up to you. No problem there. There's one thing I still don't understand. What exactly is this Fairnama you're searching for? It's a type of, this massive... All you need to know is it's some sort of mythical creature. Heard they're incredible explorers out there planning to turn these legends into documented columns. As for this beast, it flies for months at a time over the windswept dunes of Rimbilidin, flying over the highest peaks to spew flames at the sun. Appears in the mist of nightfall with a bluster more brilliant than the moon's. Could Elena too? I hope so. Elena's pretty cool. I hope she becomes an operator in the future. We set out this time to look for some more useful clues. Isn't that right, Ray? I'm talking about the lady with the crossbow over there who's hardly said a word this entire time. Forget it. She can enjoy the cold wind by her lonesome. Hey, Case. It's a mighty Fairnama is. That legend sounds all over the place. I think I've heard of anything of the sort before.
I've heard of it. A massive foul beast devours the clouds in the sky before it can finish eating the last crowd right before the sky falls. People jump on its back. The people on its back all jump into the boundless sea of stars. A long time ago, the doctor used to tell me bedtime stories like that.
How long have I known you? Like your whole life? What do you mean I told you bedtime stories? Sorry, I don't remember that.
Well, of course, you put it in different words, but I have a vague memory. Your tone at the time, it really made me want to believe the stories were real.
Never would have guessed it, but looks like our friend here has quite a vivid imagination underneath that hood. But we're not after fairy stories here. Looking for the real deal.
Freshly stewed, piping hot, sweet potato soup is ready!
This is the good stuff. Hurry up and dig in, everybody. Since she was 6 or 7, her family got attacked. She said it indirectly in the previous story. Oh. I didn't realize that's how long she's been with us. Wow. How old are we? Appreciate it, Wormy.
Don't mention it. There's also veggies cooking in the pot.
Oh, now we gotta eat more. Why'd you do that, Wormy? Wait a minute. This flavor might have a hint of ornogenium slug. You don't want to know. Wait, don't I know that, like, we're actually, like, hundreds of years old? I do remember this, actually. Because in the, we're, like, the same age as Calzid, if not older. Because the thing in Lone Trail knew who we were. Yeah, I read Lone Trail. I did. I did read Lone Trail, and it blew my mind. I need to reread it. It was so long. But I do remember that part. Wait a minute, this flavor. Why does it have a hint of ornogenium slug? Well. Yeah, the preserver... Last time we logged... Oh my gosh, we're so old! That's crazy. Well, I did add a bit of slug slime. I tried it before, and the flavor's not too bad. It's soft and chewy, it doesn't stick to your teeth, and it shouldn't be poisonous at all. Well, I think you're onto something. By the way, Elena, the food you served up before was pretty good. Didn't expect you to be such a cook. Is it really so surprising? You look like a woman who doesn't know her way around the kitchen. Factory workers are always tripping over each other to get at my food. My real specialties are way more flavorful. Don't care at all for this light, time-consuming stuff. Everything you ate just now, from the beet soup to the oranginium slug slime sweet potato soup that was prepared by Potlid here, I just served it. It's Wormy's work. I know she's getting better and all, but are you sure it's wise to let her do all that by herself? Let her rest up, and I'll handle the rest. Calm down, don't go bugging her over it. She can handle it. If anything, I think she'd be sad if it felt like there was nothing she could do. She's always been like that, wanting to prove that she's all grown up and capable, which is how she ended up in this condition. Oh, right, Elena. Yes? Has Wormy been through something? Even though she's always smiling and full of energy, I feel a deep sorrow coming from her. Her inner feelings seem at complete odds with her smile. Kids like to act strong and tough. That's all there is to it. But normal kids don't cling to it that way. It's because of what her father said to her before he left home. I want you to grow up happily. Just as you are now. The day before he left, it was her birthday. Nasty business, right? Children tend to take things like birthdays and birthday wishes awfully seriously. And where's her dad now? Who knows? All I know is the girl lies on me because every time her father left home for work, he was in this vehicle. Miners are the most common types to see aboard, with cottages a close second. Her father happened to be both. Like hell, I'd be able to pick him out of a crowd. Oh, like, did I ever mention to you that this old girl was about to go out of commission? Several of the mines I used to stop at got shut down. Last one was due to deep depletion. All the rocks got dug up, but totally worthless. Then 2 years ago, a mining accident claimed another. And so it was over the last 2 years. This kid hopped aboard, saying she didn't keep the brightest smile on her face. Father didn't recognize her. Alright. I'm gonna give her some motivation and a helping hand. She's probably a bit too fired up right now and wants to make the miners' family dinner on that little oranginium stove you guys brought over. Pretty nice people, too. It's been a long time since she's cooked for anyone else. Oh, I hope what you said when you sat down at this table is true. That you won't end up getting sick and breaking bread with the infected. We do a bit of childhood trauma. Or at least, you're like me. You know good things happen to good people and all, so that makes it perfectly fine to live with the infected. I just remembered I have a Sampo Koski keychain that's been sitting in my pocket this entire stream. This feels a little silly to have him here, but he is a cat boy in this charm, so I'll put him next to my laptop as motivation. My friend got him for me at a convention. I told her to pick me up a Sampo keychain. She got one. She didn't know the danger she's putting herself in when she decided to keep Wormy around. Amiya. I'm here, Doctor. Do you think fate smiled on us? Oh, is it written all over my face or something? I was just thinking. I keep thinking, what would have happened had you never pulled me from the wreckage of that vehicle? Walking along the streets of Rimbilliton, I always feel like those running and shouting cottage children are no different from me. Disasters aren't uncommon in Rimbilliton. The dangers of the old ways of mining, and usually frequent catastrophes. I got so used to saying batillion that I'm a little sad. There were some Victorian businessmen who said this is no way for people to live. Well, of course, I'm not trying to say that life in Rimbilliton is terrible or anything, though the natural environment here may be harsher. Excuse me, our homes are always full of warmth. Rimbilliton's large households often come together to jointly adopt children, but I'm just happier that I get to do something like this. Like being able to help Potlid? Also like being able to rescue you, and before that, young Cottage doesn't even finish her words. You know there's something she's hiding from you. Mommy's expression is somewhat wistful, but there's no sign of regret or remorse. Tracy, our rabbits is kind of Australian? Blink blink? Do you mean like them? Because I guess most of the Cottis have been from our Australian, yeah. I'm eating more food, sorry. I heard that Cruz has an Aussie. Yeah, she does have an accent. I always thought it was British. But I get the two mixed up a lot, so. Gosh. That word was... I think I gave that word a try, actually. Reich Musikhochschule. It's a Brit trying to do an Aussie accent, you're right. Rain Wormies accents are more accurate. Okay. Nice. That's a great word.
Now that I'm looking back, every year since I left home has been so terribly long. Everything seems to be speeding up by around me, before I can grow taller or change out of my childhood clothes. So I find myself wondering, when I think of Mom and Dad, what should I say to them to give them the idea of what I've been through, so that they still recognize me?
Music instrumentum, too. Can't forget about that absolute tongue roller offer. Yeah, Cruz's voice is nice.
But coming back to Rimbatillion, it finally dawned on... Rimbilliton, it finally dawned on me. The only thing I want is to tell my parents is... I survived. Because the doctor took my hand.
That's so sweet. I don't remember saving you. Oh, never mind. I suddenly remember something. I put my plate down. You remember the huge Rimbilliton logo emblazoned on a laser mining module mounted atop the Rhodes Island land ship? I remember seeing it before. I remember some of the materials that Rhodes Island had gradually been making available to you lately. The voices. Rhodes Island's predecessor, Babel, customized this Rimbilliton mining module that was attacked during the initial shipment. The mercenary team dispatched by Babel failed to stave off the attack, resulting in the deaths of many people on the transport team. You remember the thick black smoke slowly burning in the empty wilderness. Vague, distant emotions float into your mind along with the hazy memories. That still doesn't feel like your own past. You cannot help but feel an infinite loneliness. I'm gonna look so... Because if you imagine my model with the hood up, I'd have to have holes for my horns. Otherwise, I just have the largest hood in existence. It looks like she has holes for her ears, to be honest. Doctor on his way to have his 23rd impressive episode this week. Yeah, honestly.
What I wanted to search for was the vestiges of the journey that began here, as well as the traces of Rhode Island being dug out from here, and towed across the entirety of Rimbilliton, before setting sail for the far reaches of the continent. I was just thinking, if I'd never met Rhodes Island, if I'd never met Dr. Calzett or Theresa, if I'd never met the doctor, what a shame it all would have been.
I need to play the main story. I don't know who Theresa is. Like, I remember the name. Vaguely. From Lone Trail. Yeah, finally helped tidy up around here. Seriously. Never would have expected Elena and Wormy to be living together inside a truck like this. Good thing I didn't charge in leaving my hammer around to try and rescue Wormy. Or else this thing would have been a goner. Speaking of which, this is the last time I had a campfire dinner with this many people. Has there ever been another time where I got to enjoy such a merry one with Ami and the doctor? Susan Billigo? Visualo. I don't know that one. That one's not in the top of my head. Grunt. That's it? Does not make your blood boil? Those bastards in suits want to plunder our minds. And since when do my friends become such snobbish as Victorians? Sorry. It's a vignette about the Doctor. I have not read that. I was just thinking about the stories in some old books. It was a mini event like this? Okay, I might not have been playing at the time. Don't look at us like that. Visualo had Doctor lore. When you look up at the stars in the sky. Even back then, I wasn't always happy every time. Huh? I mean, the Doctor. They're fast asleep. Must have had too much fun and gotten tired, huh? Seriously, it's not safe here. You poor soul, one of the cornerstones that most of the Doctor's arc is based on. Can you still read it? I'll have to find it and read through it, because yeah, no, I haven't looked at that one. Seriously, it's not safe here. You'll catch a cold at this rate. We got our first CG! And I can't even view it because I have to talk to Savage. Yes! You need to use the info fragments that you unlock these stories. Okay. Heck yeah, I can do that then. Savage? Huh? Doctor, you're awake? Let's look at how cute. Oh, look at Ami. She is our daughter. Look at our daughter. She's so sweet. It's pretty dark tonight. I couldn't see your face clearly, and did I wake you? There are some beasts out there that never sleep. So you're looking out for Amia here, huh? Fair enough. The Billy Barons have always been dangerous. The people you meet aren't always friendly. I'm huge. Or everybody else is just small. Which is why you have no idea how anxious I was when I first met you. You, a sickly foreigner, trekking through the wilderness with a little girl in tow. You were a goner. Ami is like 4'6". She's so tiny. Oh my goodness. I'm taller than her. You weren't afraid because you didn't know a thing about Rimbillia. I could write it off as Amia trusting you regardless. But it wasn't until a lot later when I understood why she always slept so soundly next to you. She's so sensitive about it that she doesn't want head pats because she thinks it'll stunt her growth. Well, too bad for her. You make me sound like I'm always on my toes. Well, yeah, you rarely get any time to rest. Hate the barren wilderness, glimmering of the starry sky, or the steel frames and the cranes rising over the city. You can stare blankly at these things for a long, long time. Maybe you didn't consciously decide to stay up to stand guard for Amia, but you nevertheless managed to help her avoid some ferocious foul beasts and highwaymen. Mind if I take a seat? It's just like it was. I wanted to tell you something along the way, but we ended up getting tangled up in another weird mess again. At least there wasn't any real danger. Were travels like this back then, too? Well, for me, the biggest difference is my attitude, I suppose. To be honest, I was a bit disappointed back then. I wanted to go for a walk. A really long one. Heard about it from the other Rim Billiton operators. He would have been even more famous here. Yeah. It's because of that cage incident. But after everything was said and done, I followed you and Amia on that trip. To everyone else, it seemed like I ghosted them. By the time I returned, they'd mostly forgotten about the whole deal. Which is exactly what I wanted. At the time, I saw businessmen signing contracts to develop the mines for the people of Rimbillions. But they turned around and threw us into cages, the same way predators in the wild snapped their meals. But I'm even sadder about the ones who promised to protect our land together, swearing not to let the old Duke strip us of our dignity. Some people, as soon as they tasted wealth and status, turned out no different from the businessmen and the robber barons. Ha! Just thinking about it makes me want to swing my hammer around and smash their glass houses to bits. Calm down, Savage. Oh, I'm so sorry, Doctor. I didn't mean to scare you. Anyway, it feels crazy to tell the story again. In any case, I was absolutely furious at the time. Couldn't stand that feeling, like people were suddenly plucked out of their home skin, made to be completely different people. Look in their distant eyes. Didn't seem like any way you'd ever look at a friend. To sum it all up, I can't trust them anymore. And so I have trouble understanding certain others. Might I, by any chance, know one such individual? Yeah. Don't worry about it. My hammer's just for protecting you. You and Amiya both gave me your answers. Amiya told me she's willing to go down that path and doesn't regret it at all. I can see how heavily that burden sits on her shoulders. But now all I can do is try and help her carry some of that burden. As for you, Doctor. This isn't right, Calcit. What are you playing at here? What happened to Amiya's body? How could you leave a child as young as her to suffer this? Tell me, was this the doctor's decision? Is she nothing but a pawn of the doctor? I wanted you to swear to it. Couldn't shake the doubts that I had, but I also wanted to have faith in you. So I had to ask for a vow. Promise that after you took Amiya from Rim Billidan, you'd do your best to treat her with kindness and let her grow up healthy and free. Yeah, I know. There's no use in asking for answers from an amnesiac doctor. But how about you, Calcit? Are you waiting too? I too can play that game. Time will tell all. The same goes for you, Doctor. If there's anything you need from me, please let me know. Yeah, already? No, that's right. She's been sitting there all night. Doctor, are you trying to say that she's a threat? Or is your assessment something altogether different? It's gotten late. Why don't you go warm yourself by the fire? If anything, you should go rest and replenish your stamina, since you were the one who got hurt today. I made a ton of food, and Elena's already put it all away in the truck. I can go grab it and heat some up for you if you'd like. She's quite the chef, you know. Feel bad for you if you missed out. How's she doing? She's fine now. Actually, you should see her yourself. Thank you, all of you. But I felt her pain. Always thought I didn't fear pain, but now I can't stop trembling. The woman holding the weapon is not shaking at all. She simply stares into the night sky, as if she dares not avert her eyes or look anywhere else. I've seen infected burn themselves to ash. Sometimes the only choice for those infected who can no longer be saved is to send them away. Something like that should never happen to Wormy. I feel so terrible. In the very beginning, I was the reason why the truck went off-route. Yeah, Elena told me everything. Do you want to turn around and leave? No. But at least I should. Enough for me. I mean, even the doctor's interested. Not fair about you mentioned. Stars sure are beautiful, aren't they? Been staring at them for a while now. I can't say. All I know is they're far, far away, shimmering in the darkness. Slightly better than staring just at the darkness. Are you afraid of the dark? No. It's always so dark in the mines that I've long since gotten used to it. The mines, huh? Well, I guess you probably don't care too much about them then, huh? I totally get you. I used to work underground as a security officer. I was always stuffy as hell. Also know that sometimes people are too afraid to look at things around them because they don't want to be sad, so they look up into the sky. What about you? What do you see when you're looking for? Excuse me. Why'd you decide to go truck jacking in the first place? We have 2 left to read. We're going to be just over 3 hours. By the way, to read, go to Archives, Intelligence, Special Operations, and that's halfway down the list. Okay, let me There's a chance that I have, like, unlocked it and just never touched it, so I'm curious if I found that.
Need me to give you a shoulder massage? I'm pretty well known for my PT skills.
Okay, no, I haven't unlocked this one. Some of them I just unlock for the sake of unlocking, because I wanted the rewards. But I haven't actually read any of these, as evident by me not unlocking the first one and only unlocking the men and Jessica. I haven't read that. I don't know why I unlocked certain ones. I could not tell you. This one I was actually reading. I have those 3 left to do. Like you can buy intelligence tokens without needing red certs during this event. True. That's nice. Look at my blatant favoritism here. I actually read his event without any further knowledge. Just his. I didn't finish Children Versus. I did not. I was streaming that one, and then I never came back to it because I think there was an event or something. You got a good cackle out of me? Yeah. Like, my choices here are so silly. And then I did all of this one because I haven't read any of this. This is my partner's favorite group. I don't think I read this one. I think I was playing when this one came out, but I didn't do anything with it. I was playing when this one came out. I did not read any of it. I know that for a fact. I read all of his. His made me cry. I've read hers. And I've read this one too. So I've read these 3 right here. I might have read some of To Be Continued. But I don't think I finished it. Or I, like, read pieces of it, and not all of it. Does your partner still play Arknights? I am getting back into it because of the fact that we are co-running an Arknights panel at a convention. And I'm like, hey, you need to be on this too. They're kind of tempted to restart on an alt account and do the challenge of only using recruitment or like free ops. That is what they have come up with. I don't know if he has played recently. But I know that they got Viviana because they wanted Viviana. Free ops only. Sounds like a Gladia any percent speedrun. Yeah, specifically like only like headhunting, never using the actual banners. I always tell them about the events. I'm always like, this is what's going on in the game. This is the story. That's true, Free Ops now does have a Herald, except he didn't play that event. Sorry, I'm like really hungry actually, so I'm gonna mute and just munch a bit before I continue. That's super fair. It's nice that we're getting a lot more kind of variety in the free operators. Also, they get Jordy, so they'll be fine. Jordy's a free op and I love him. Are you saying if I wait for his next rerun, even though his original banner isn't out yet, I will then have enough to get him for sure? That's so silly. That is hilarious. I adore you for saying that. This food is so good, but I need to finish this stream. We have 2 more things to read. The curtains in the shack are slightly shorter than the windows. Before the furnace heats up and the machine starts to turn, the city itself awakens and the first pinpricks of dawn light prod at anyone still asleep. It's almost 5 a.m. I need to sleep for a couple of hours before work. Bye if I see you next time. Oh my goodness. Good night. Sleep well. Good morning, and have a good day at work. Everything to you. Take care. Well, if you have no monthly card and don't get any OP tickets, yeah, that's true. Phew! I pick up snow. I already read that. And yet, I've never fixed those curtains. In a daze, still foggy from sleep, those rays show me a moment trick of light, an immense shadow. Head still whirling, caught right at that point where my sleep-addled brain still doesn't know who I even am. The light gets me up. I ought to tidy up my things and head out already. Laborers scurry all about, rushing to the mines before they even open. Also, they can get the good jobs before they're gone. My partner right now is really into Zenless Zone Zero. So I might not be able to rescue them. Ow! If you wail, then you just need to wait 10 minutes after Zali releases to get him. Sanity potion. You got here right when I sneezed. I haven't sneezed this entire stream, and then you arrive, and I sneezed twice. How are you doing? Thank you. Let's go, Sandbeast. Oh my gosh, that was adorable. Hey, not there. You forgot already. The mine, they already hired some safety specialists. We'll go try our luck at the northwest side today. This is so cute. I've never seen a sand beast before. Struth. Well, not big. Must be full grown, yeah? Yeah. Don't often see a pit stinker sand beast grow that big. Looks not half bad. Could be. Need a little luck this time. If you can get down to the shaft today. Well, say I pay double. You'll have to take the extra goodies out yourself, of course. Alright, lead the way. Whoa, hold it. That's it? No questions asked? You don't look like the hothead new hand. You hear double pay and sign on the dotted line? Catastrophe's torn up the land for a few hundred clicks out west the past few days. Big earthquakes. It's got the energenium crystals in our mine shaft multiplying like mad. An absolute mess down there. You got all that? Yeah, got it. You're not taking me seriously here. Awfully foolish. I like this design. It's so silly. Or are you trying to say that you're really some kind of specialist? Seeing this sort of thing every day. Specialist? Wouldn't go that far. I've spent a few years pit sinking. I'll play it safe. If I died, there'd be no one taking care of my sand beast. Huh. Should have figured. Safety specialist wouldn't go looking for work in the first place. Alright, I've said everything I need to say. Fingerless Ollie, quit your drinking and get prepping. Safety rope's gotta be on her nice and tight before we drop her down. I'm good, just got back home. How's the story stuff been? It has been good. I learned that I have been saying battalion, and it is Billyton this whole time. Have you seen the Rim Billyton Hamlet ad video? No, I don't think I have. This silly mine captain doesn't realize Ray is clearly a sniper, not a specialist. That was in my mind. I was like, she's a specialist, actually. But she's a sniper, actually, not a specialist operator. I don't know what other people think when they say mine shaft. The pounding echoes, the moist stench, the boiling hot air, the bitterness, the sweat on your tongue. Maybe that sort of thing. I'm a pit sinker. Every day, before the miners get to work, Lay down the shaft and scout the conditions, alone. This early, the shaft's nothing but darkness. The mind cage descends, and the voices up top slowly fade away, and everything around me gets eaten by the dark. That's when my senses get keen. No fan of the pitch black, but the feeling of darkness is one that's the most familiar. Pitsinger, it's a light down there.
Sandbeast's back fin is raised. Its veins haven't changed color. Standard response. Should be safe for the time being. Is the map current?
We haven't had time to mark out the new shaft yet. Major chambers haven't changed.
Alright.
What was that?
Infused orniginium slug. Handled it. It's not a good sign.
You must never see the explodey critters down the mine. This might be even worse than we expected. Gotta remind you, when you're at that depth, you move forward a little bit further, there's no signal.
Yep. If something happens down here, I'll come back to report. It's getting darker. The seal on the sluice gate is still holding back the water is in decent condition. Channel's not blocked, still operating normally. What else do I need to check? Orniginium crystal growth range and activity. The condition of the support struts, whether or not they're at risk of collapse. The condition of the drains, whether or not they might leak. Also the air quality, whether or not there's a chance of toxic gas leakage. Watch your steps, Sandbeast. The lights down this way are broken too. Can't really see anything with only my headlamp. Sandbeast, let me take a peek. The ventilation shaft's been pierced by an orniginium crystal. The floor is covered in fragments and the crystal surface is still thin. This one's only just emerged. There's but total darkness.
Hello, how are you doing?
It looks like there's huge cavities on the back of the support struts. Are they burnt away or perhaps bored clean? It's crawling with orniginium slugs.
But there is but total darkness.
There's water pooling above. Not yet showing signs of seepage, but there's abnormal airflow in the water. Bubbles are coming up mightily strong.
But there is but total darkness.
Your back fin, it's covered in orniginium dust. The color of the blood vessels. Oh, toxic gas leak. You've got to go.
Getting hauled back up to the surface from the bottom of the mines takes yoinks. Because she is a satyr. Thank you. I never did figure out exactly how long. Just chinning up, looking out into the distance is enough for me. I think this is when the other pit sinkers would count the rocks they managed to haul up. Didn't matter how much ore you took out. Mine owners didn't really care. Those very small, privately run mines would seek out temporary pit sinkers, drilling ever deeper shafts, excavating even more valuable orniginium ore. Bottoms of the mines are even more dangerous. Very rare this day and age.
You're still with me, right, Sandbeast?
No haul for me today. Although there might still be infected critters about, I put away my weapon to have a hand free. Despite this, operating the sluice gate one-handed is really tough. It eats up a lot of time. I do my best to run out feeling the Sandbeast's lower back fin, prickling my arm. This was the first Sandbeast I bought. Remember 2 years back when I bought it. Shopkeeper gave me a piece of colored paper and a folded photo. He told me that the way the lantern light looks passing through the capillaries and in the Sandbeast's back fin tells you the mine air's quality. It's been a pretty handy detection method. This time before I felt out of breath, I recognized the dazzling dark violet on the Sandbeast's body. It told me that with a fellow this sensitive, life lost wouldn't have to be mine.
Captain, raise the cage if you could. We're heading back up now, Sandbeast. Got a pretty decent pay packet I could use to buy that new feed they put out. Could always go see a doctor. Gotta keep you healthy.
Time was when the folks in the mine wouldn't tell me if things were dangerous or ask me if I really wanted to go into the pit. They would wait until I was lifted up back to the surface, watch how I breathed, look at the color of the blood in my neck, and my nicks and scratches. As the cage rises, I can hear the sand beast breathing over the blowing of the wind and the rumbling of machines. It isn't moving. All I can do is chin up and look out into the distance. After a while, the darkness begins to crack open just a tad. Until it isn't just some trick of the eye from spending too long in the dark. It definitely isn't me hallucinating. It's daylight. You'll be alright. Feels like I've always been waiting for this moment. When we're up top, breathing in that fresh air, getting some sun, we'll be alright. Like that fantasy I've been holding on tight for. Look, it's the entrance. It comes to me that the after effects of the earthquake catastrophes are still ongoing, with all the dust and sand in the air. There's no daylight at the entrance. Checking on the sand beast is really simple. The membranes on the back fin have increased blood flow. It's just the poison's already had time to accumulate in the body. If the sand beast keels over, then I'll just have to buy a new one. Still got 2 sacks of feed in the house. People can't eat it. I'll be right back, fair enough. Tomorrow morning, I'm thinking of checking out a mine in another direction. Tomorrow morning, I'll be alright once daybreak comes. Where's your sand beast? Popped its socks? That's not good. You don't even want any pit sinker who doesn't come with their own sand beast. Those things are basically born to die. If you're not willing to part with the money to buy a new one, you'll quickly meet your end down in the pit. And you're infected too. Look, we can't afford that kind of hassle here. No answer. You deaf or something, or are you just a fool bugger who got her sand beast killed? Alright, get going. Better not see you again. Medicine for sand beasts? I don't have any. To be honest, I've never heard of such a thing. Well, you don't always take meds for your average cold, right? There's even fewer people who'd want to give them to a sand beast. Best to just buy a new one. These little fellas don't live long anyway, but I can guarantee that this lot were born real healthy. Won't die of any sickness before you get to the pit. If you're not gonna buy, best get out of my store then. I'll say it once more, there's no medicine for sand beasts. It's just common sense. You're gonna buy a sand beast to be a pit sinker without even knowing the basics. If the sand beast dies and you don't, it's called a good day.
Sand beast, I didn't...
Daybreak. The dawn light weaves between the bars of the empty beast cage before it stabs her, ending a long, long nightmare. Yet it's hardly an improvement.
Never mind. Hear me out, empty cage. I didn't get it killed. I tried my best. When you're down in the pit, run into toxic gas. And the whole point of the sand beast is to see how the air is doing. Deep in the pit, where it's always darkest. Why am I shaking? Mate, do you know which one of these transport trucks is heading up first?
I gotta be honest and say, when I saw Ray, my mind switched to that blue-headed boy. I was like, oh my gosh, he's here? And then I remember that her name is also Ray. You wanna go see it?
Yeah. I still remember when I first saw it. Just need to head back thereabouts to find it again.
Roy, yes. I was thinking of Roy. For a split moment, I read that as Roy, and I thought of him, and I went, oh, he was so cute. I hope he's doing well.
I still remember the ray of light.
You must understand, it is crucial to the plot that we watch Ray's first pet die, apparently.
Other than the dark, what should I be feeling for?
You will remember.
It actually rescued me. Let me keep living on. It exists, right?
Yeah, it exists. The sand beast opens its eyes. What did Lowlight mean by this?
Wait, sand beast? Where are we going?
To find the thing you wanted to find.
You can bring me there?
No, it's no good if it's just me.
But I've only got...
Whoa, let go. Hood.
Hood? Why is it holding onto the doctor's hood so tightly?
Atop the rock wall, among the sand dunes, streams of water flow up from the holes all about, converging into a pool in the center.
Please let go. If you don't, it's going to tear.
We're being murdered right now. The rock walls and stone columns come together to form a rocky barrier, blocking the oncoming sandstorm and protecting those from its leeward side. There's another one like, whoa, look at that guy. He's trying to pry off his hood. And Mormy's just like, these guys are so cute. I love them.
Hey, Sand Beast. Bet you haven't eaten one of these before. It's a radish biscuit.
The general goods storekeeper mentioned it before. The animal almanac wrote about it too, so it's this kind of place. The sand beast digging itself out of a small hole. 2 sand beasts leaning against a branch. 3 sand beasts soaking in a pool. No, 4 or 5, even more than that. Their back fins are all arched, and their blood vessels showing a healthy glow.
This here is a sourberry pie. We've got some grass pot. Crispy crusts, too. It looks like the sand beasts get along with me a lot better than the doctor.
Anya, help me figure something out here.
I keep patting its head, but it still won't let go.
Why? Why are there so many sand beasts living here? It's called a habitat ray.
There's even more sand beasts jumping up here.
Doctor, try not to get overwhelmed. Here, let me have a try.
Oh, I knew Ray would figure it out. The way you chased after those sand beasts just now. I told everyone you're definitely a little critter lover.
Just now. Looks like Ray really didn't realize we've been following her all this way. They really just got off the truck for a break, waiting for the braking device to cool down. But then we saw you looking like you were in some kind of daze when we got off, so we were worried. Yeah, it's waiting. It's waiting to hit the little bot corner. Sorry. Keep calm, Doctor. Try not to move too much.
Well, that was a huge sneeze. Let go.
That was using a pointy leaf to poke around in the holes on the sand beast's back to tickle it. Thanks, I can finally think straight again. Alright, little fellas. You're all safe. Run along now. Yeah, exactly. That sand beast's reaction is pretty simple to explain. They use their back fins to support their breathing and are sensitive to changes in the airflow and temperature. The sand beasts are the ones bred in captivity are just as small. Looks like cubs about 3 to 4 months old. I did the bad, went for Ray. How many pulls did you use? How long? Now I'm in danger? Uh-oh. But I'm happy I got Ray. How many? Give us a number. It's okay, this is a safe space. Okay, 60? Oh? I don't know what just happened there. That's okay. 60 is fine. Going for Ray is never bad. Fair enough. Yeah, sand beasts, and well, I already read that. I should grow up to be pretty chunky and live for a decent amount of years.
What about the one with you, Ray?
Huh? Now that I can give you a proper look in the rays of light, your coat's a little brighter. And I thought, my mistake. I have to ask, why are you following me? She's lucky, she's hot, incredible. Oi! I literally was gonna say she's gonna greet us with oi, but then she did it before I could. I've been looking for you lot for half a day. Why'd you run all this way anyway? What are all these critters doing around here? What are they? Sand beasts. I know they're sand beasts. These things, that's not important right now. Doctor, did you say you could actually read the data from the survey equipment atop the truck? I want Elena out of NPC jail. Has known Elena for, like, what, how long has this been out? Like 3 days? The doohickeys pumping out the fluctuating data 99 times out of 100. Whatever it says doesn't happen, and I don't understand a thing about the pattern it spits out. We need to leave immediately. Eh? You're saying it could be a catastrophe?
The doctor looked into it. Catastrophe messenger who was on the truck with us for a little while had very limited survey range. We can't rely on the data to provide us an accurate picture of the situation. And since the doctor's judgment sends to leave as soon as possible, and not to try to take cover here, that means we still have time.
Alright, got it. Alright, let's get a move on before the catastrophe wrecks everything here. The farther the better.
Everything here?
Please tell me you'll bring like 6 sand beasts aboard with you. Eh, running over there to tell you what the news, then running back. Gotta say, I definitely broke the factory district record. Polly, did you manage to get my time?
You need to time your own runs, Lance. Wait for the others next time.
You guys are playing with the sand beasts too long. You don't even into slowpokes. I can wait, sure, but the catastrophe, well. Come on, be a good girl. Start up already. Doctor, I'm here. You two ready?
I'm all set. The doctor ran too hard. Still isn't up for talking. Right, yes. I understand. The doctor says I'm all set too. And needs to lay down for a bit.
Alrighty, if everybody's buckled off. Up, off we go. Toodaloo, catastrophe. What about Ray?
Will you be alright going at this speed?
Definitely not a problem. The only thing overtaking me right now is myself at top speed. A little catastrophe cloud like that? In your dreams, mate.
That's good to hear.
Eh?
Oh, huh? Doctor, what are you trying to say? Hey, Ray? That's right, where's Ray? I don't think she made it on.
Eh?
It's okay, sand beasts. We can still make it. The catastrophe isn't here yet. It's just the sandstorm's picking up now, but we can still make it through the wind. I can find somewhere safe for you, fellas. Right, I know sand beasts can't talk. It's just a hallucination or something there. Come here. Black cloud's about to hit. Won't be able to see much soon. Or I could become that somewhere safe for you, love.
There's nothing else we can do. Even if the sandstorm's huge, we can do is rush right through it. It's gotta be hard on that kid, Rayella. First time coming along and we run into this shitstorm. Her name is Rayella. I'm kind of upset. Rayella is not a good name. You look, come lend a hand, lift up her legs. So the lady's whole body's burning hot. Her feet are covered in blisters too. She's far too young for this. Don't think she can walk the rest of the way. Let's go. We better decide which way to get out of here already. Muscular mechanic engineer girls. Have me weak, not gonna lie. Okay. That's fair. I'm familiar with this sense of weariness and despair. The wind and sand press down on me. All I see is darkness. My feet are full of lead. No, you're so valid, though. Adults carried me on their backs. I could feel their flagging stride as it fought against the raging wind. No, this is a catastrophe. I remember, Elena said a catastrophe was coming. This is the ornogenium dust, then. Not just regular dust. It smells like the pit. Catastrophe will destroy the rock wall, pollute the pool. The sand beasts will have nowhere to go. I won't let them suffer that. Pulling them, carrying them, holding on to them, whistling again and again to call any other sand beasts following along behind them all. And then all I remember is being shaken about like a rag doll. How many sand beasts did I manage to protect with my body? I heard a bizarre whistling sound go past my ears. It seemed like there was someone whistling for me and guiding the critters. Eh? You... Wait a sec. I'm on your backs? Where are you all carrying me? I'm familiar with this sense of weariness and despair. Whenever the shadow of the firmament appeared in my memories, it's always accompanied by a vast, empty wasteland. As with the team fighting against the sandy squall, walking towards where the sun rose. Yellow sand filled the sky, smothering out all the color of the newborn sun, yellow-white, muddled yellow, gray-yellow, until it all became a deep, darkest black. In the end, we managed to make it to nightfall, covered in darkness, for the second time that day. A thick mist creeped in, and as poor sods who were injured cried out in pain, we were lost. Blood and sweat soaked into my boots, and the blisters on my feet went numb. The adults carried me and kept going forward. The smell of dust in the air, and a mist so thick you can't see your hand in front of your face. Big shadows in the darkness, light. I can't see this cave without thinking of the Monster Hunter collab. Where am I? A great gaping cavern, with bioluminescent organisms, emitting light as dim as an old miner's helmet. Myriad creatures wrestle about in the shadows behind Ray, making her reflexively raise her crossbow. Several small mounds on the ground scatter and bump into each other, revealing themselves to be sand beasts. Sand beasts. You fellas brought me over here. This isn't just your den, is it? Groups of sand beasts on the ground and atop the walls jumped about, guiding her towards a path that leads deeper into the cavern. What is this? Hello, Mary. Please send code. Okay. I was asked to send Zenless Zone Zero codes to somebody. Very silly. Okay, I will give this person an answer a bit later. All of a sudden, I'm getting messages about Zenless Zone Zero in the middle of my Arknights stream. This is very silly. There's another code I'm supposed to grab. What is it? Z3. Okay. Answer any questions. Just streaming right now. Okay, the stone pillars of the cave slant and cross over each other, protecting the glowing area in the center. Like a stone nest built by a giant foul beast. Yeah, look up Grace from Zenless Zone Zero. She is a mechanic. The ground itself is folded and creased. The visages of passing some unknown creature cutting off the entrance of the route leading even further down. The stone beams strewn about are its shed scales. Those great piles of soil, its rotting dander. The sound of the howling gales outside is already cut off, leaving only a drawn-out whistling to echo through this natural sanctuary, establishing an order for the creatures who live in the dark. I remember a time when I saw that shadow in the mist. The wind brought along a murmur. The sound soothed me. Send link to stream? Okay. I suppose I will also send this person my stream link. Alright. That sound soothed me and let me forget the pain for a while. Move forwards, Rayella. Leave this darkness. You must. Huh? Why aren't you going ahead, little fellas? What's up ahead? Not wanting to deal with the darkness any more than she has to, she turns on her miner's lamp. It's a closed-off cavern. Can't get in here. I could chisel it open. I need to chisel it open. Thank you so much, lovers, for the subscription with Prime. Thank you. Hello. Ouch. What? The whistling stops, replaced by a different sound. One whose pitch stretches from the highs to the lowest lows. Countless syllables intertwine with the bellows of the beast. Ray presses down hard upon her ears, but the echoes still reverberate within her mind. Oh, it's the little sunflower from... Okay, I was like, what? That looks familiar. It's from Plants vs. Animals. Okay. Plants vs. Animals? No. Anyway, moving on. That's just nature. Plants vs. Zombies, yes. Look. It's been a day. I thought I was just dreaming. There was something poking away at my eyeball. Oh, sorry. Poking away at my eyeball. Good grief, this place is twice as lively as it should be. Be. Strange. The sand beast is speaking again. Hundreds of sand beasts speaking at the same time. Sand beast. How could I possibly be a sand beast? I swear, first it's a group of little long-ears clinging about with their little sticks chiseling away at my brain case. They tried to dig into my ears with little exploding pellets. When they finally got tired and headed off, I managed to actually get some sleep, but I barely even closed my eyes before you came along and woke me up again. Apologies, little one. I got a bit too stirred up just now and shouted at you. Must have startled you into falling over on your backside. But given that you were the one who woke me up with your racket and trod on top of my tongue, making me bellow out about myself and make a fool of myself, I'd say we're even. Ugh. What's that smell? Why does it stink so much? What is this? Get these things away from my nose right now. A hallucination. Hallucination? I assure you I'm no hallucination. If I were, I wouldn't be feeling a little bit itchy right now. Tell us, why are you yanking those plants? Those are my nose hairs, smelly little things. Don't pull those. The rock walls split open. The darkness once more begins to crack open. Whoa! This is pretty. Wait a minute. Arknight, are you the one I've been looking for? The giant eye shines like a great gemstone. Ray has never felt her heart beat this strongly before, thumping about inside her chest. A hunter's daughter, a pit sinker who broke free of the dark, a traveler who chased the light. From then until now, every instance of her reaches out a hand towards that giant eye. What? Arknight, you mean me? Well, I quite like the sound of that name. Much mightier name than Sand Beast. I'll have to remember that one. I don't remember who decided to give me a name last time, but after waking from my nap, I decided I've completely forgotten it all. I swear it was just a moment or two ago. It does look like some seaborne stuff. Forget it. Sleep's more important. Gotta hurry. Say, little one. Why did you come looking for me? You saved me. Did I? A sound that's been echoing from deep in my mind. An immense shadow, a light. It was a miracle. You saved my life along with many others. I remember your light. I've always thought it was something right out of a legend. That thing that saved us was some giant friendly beast who lived out in the wilderness. But I checked so many animal almanacs. None of them ever mentioned a creature large enough to cast a shadow in my memory. One that could talk to people. All I know is you were definitely not a hallucination. I just felt that I had to come and find you. I'm sorry, little one. I'll have to stop you there. As you can see, I have no way of moving my body. Even when those little sand beasts were jumping around my nostrils with their horrendously noxious stench, I had no means of removing them. I'm trapped in darkness, bound for decades, perhaps centuries. So, how I ask, Could I have saved your life, and the other little ones, according to you?
But if not you, then who? Maybe there's another Phantomat out here in the wilderness.
I regret to tell you, little one, that there are no more of my kin about here. What little I know of these wild lands, that much I'm sure of. Take heart, little one. Don't be so down. If it truly vexes you, perhaps you'll feel better if you closed your eyes and took a little nap. Yeah, perhaps not. Closing your eyes means being in the dark, and you have a look about you that says you fear it. Alright, I admit I'm not used to consoling people. Well, that's enough out of you. I'm feeling sleepy again. You'd best be on your way now, and make sure you take those smelly little things with you. In the blink of an eye, the sand beasts beside her are in an uproar, coming together to create their bizarre sound once more. Ahead of Ray stands a muddled darkness, so dark she's unable to tell which way the sand beasts are carrying her. All she feels is that she's getting further and further from the light. Suddenly, from the cavern that quickly fades into the distance, the Arknights' voice rings out once more. Don't mind me, little one. I may not be able to move my body. That doesn't mean I can't budge a bit. Since you took so much effort to come all this way, I have one more question for you. If I'm the Arknight, if I'm the light that you were seeking... The rolling sounds of landsides washes over her. The earth trembles as if shaken by another jab of a pit sinker's crossbow bolt. Considering how far you've had to come to get here, what exactly were you hoping I'd help you with? We have one more thing to read. I thought I'd end at 3 hours, but it's looking like a 4-hour. I got distracted, having to eat. Curse me. Alright, we have one more thing to go. Then this is done. Then this event is over in 1 day. I've done it. Doctor, I'm not afraid anymore. What was for dinner? We had little pork, honey garlic pork, rice, and peas. So the honey garlic sauce kind of went into everything. It tastes good. I'm still like halfway eating it. It's gone cold now, unfortunately, but that's okay. I knew that would happen. Doctor, I'm not afraid anymore. They asked me a lot of questions. I told them everything. Yeah. I think this might be Amia.
Our long journey, the places we've been, and whether we had blood or not. There were a few questions that I found no answers to. Is the doctor looking for something? Why did they all say behind our backs that the things the doctor wants to see can't ever be seen again? Why did the doctor save me and travel with me? This is Amia. 100% okay. All drivers. Ears both long and short up. This is guidance for our departure in 6 hours. Watch the catastrophe forecasts and drive safe. Don't chase wildlife. Let's get the trucks in and get home early. Well, you don't look so bad, old bones. You should be thankful your last trip's with me. Others probably would have had what it takes to get you fixed. You'd have to sit out in the boonies in the tatters with that hole in the anti-armor you blew up. And wait for the engineering team to come to take you apart and haul any usable modules back to the factory for reassembly. And me? I wouldn't be able to hand in the truck. The whole thing would have been a bust. Everyone would be making fun of me for that for the rest of my life. I should have been made fun of the rest of my life. Somebody found out I was hiding underneath the truck when she was killed. Ew, that kind of thing's not ever gonna happen again. Alright, just one more problem then. I don't have too many mates in Iron Carrot City. I need to find somebody to teach me to write the accident report. Oi, stop ringing the bell. This truck's not going anywhere. You got the wrong... Coward? Oh my gosh, it's him! Looks like I got the right one. The gaudy decorations are all gone. It doesn't look like a war broke out in here anymore. Feels a bit strange, actually. Anyway, it's good seeing this still in one piece. This has to mean Ray and Wormy are both fine, right? I suppose so. The nervous office worker NPC. He is so sweet. A sanity potion. You need to watch the parts that you missed. Because I love Jerry.
I love Jerry so much. Then, let me ask one other thing. Did Ray find the thing she said she was looking for? Of course not. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to bring up the painful memories like that. Don't worry about it. It's not really painful for me at all. That said, the hijacker doesn't think it's all that painful for her either. Come to think of it, this really doesn't make any bloody sense. She disappeared halfway through the trip for no reason, then she showed up while we pulled over to wait for a small catastrophe to pass. She's just like a dumb foul beast who finds herself disoriented after getting carried 1,000 miles away by a catastrophe wind. Well, then she didn't possibly forget what she's looking for, right? I know there are folks who run in circles, or some kind of context. As this ladder got so dizzy that he fell and knocked his brains out. We might have had a worse case on our hands. She told me she met a phantom at... And she said it's not Lowen she's looking for. Huh? Finally, she said the Phantom has already told her the thing she's looking for doesn't exist. I feel kind of sorry for her. Really now? I call that finally seeing things clearly. But after that, we did keep heading to the Grinning Valley. We went through all the trouble to make it there. No way was I going to turn back on our hijacking. Then how was it? So cool. It's about as pretty dangerous there. Coward like you? You would be seeing it in your lifetime. Anyway, I don't suggest you go. If it wasn't for my technique and quick reflexes, you would be stuck in that valley. On a journey back, we had to stop every 2 hours for the old bones to cool down. Ian says it's about time to get standardized. And well, I have a point. It's been 20 years. You've been driving for 20 years? I would have never guessed. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence in my skills. But I was gonna say I've known this old girl for 20 years. Alright, coward, here's my invitation to your wedding. You might have missed the wedding. Actually, I'm on my honeymoon. No, they missed the wedding! No! And, well, that's over now, as of 10 minutes ago. Ironcarrot City was going to be our final stop, but I saw your transport when we got to the gates. All of a sudden I started to think I wanted the trip to last a little longer. Ah, you two driving that truck you parked up front, not ahead? Hey, I thought the driver got on the wrong level instead of the logistics channel for their delivery. Something's off there. We're driving a delivery truck, alright. Actually, we found her truck when we left the gateway that day. We're thinking of turning back to our engagement ceremony. And somehow we drove to the registration center instead. Then we drove to the open plaza, had our ceremony, and went on our honeymoon. Look at me dead now, I remember. What is it? That girl that followed you everywhere. Now that I remember where I saw her face. It's the logo in this truck, this face. I knew there was a hardware store that sold old safety valves. I'm right, she was trying to make herself disappear. Do you even know why we had to stop every now and then? I'm really sorry. I apologize sincerely on her behalf. I'm just kidding, I can't really blame you for this one. This truck should have been upgraded a long time ago. That being said, get this last part installed right now. I can get with a few dozen sentences on the report. Quick, do you have any valves left in stock on your transport? Incredible, her family makes that kind of vehicle. Warming, is it ready yet?
It's still sparkling. I'll learn how to use it in a bit. Give me a little more time. But once I learn how to use this stuff, I'll come out of the room.
If you really can't figure out how to use it, you're free to ask that old caster there again.
But I learned so fast. Wolf and Lance taught me how to fix cars, and my daddy taught me to cook.
Alright. I thought you'd follow Elena to get the truck returned.
I couldn't. Didn't you say you had to finish some other work by noon today to get that big mining ship of yours?
No, I could have taken my bike, and I could have given you two a ride to the next stop, too.
Thanks, Savage. But I have to leave at some point.
Whoa. Aww. There she is in her operator look.
Whoa. Why did you lean on the door?
Well, simply put, as a security officer, sometimes you gotta block the door and scare people. I got used to doing it. Why is the breeze so warm?
Yeah, I'm starting to get a handle on how to use the staff.
You really figured it out? It's incredible. Let's put an end to your little show here. If you keep hating the air, I'm gonna catch fire. Let's sit here and wait for Elena. When she's back, I'll take you two to the Rhodes Island land ship. See what they can do about your oropathy.
Alright. It feels so familiar sitting on this seat, waiting for somebody. The benches in the waiting area are made of steel. They're so cold, I couldn't get them warm no matter what.
Potlit is so cute.
If only I knew how to use arts before, I could have warmed the benches without anyone knowing. Daddy's bones wouldn't have had to hurt so much.
Must give her all. But yeah, she got rid of her pan. You'll get the chance for me. You still have lots to learn how to use your staff before you find your daddy. By then, you'll be able to control your power how you want.
Really? But Ray didn't find Fairnamut in the end. And we really didn't make it to the Grinning Valley. But I've been waiting for Daddy for so long after everything I should... This trip was so long.
Yeah, finally made it back. Gotta really hand it to that coward. He's got a knack for writing reports. Why, that staff is so pretty. Gotta hand it to me. Aw, she made her staff. How is it, Potlit? You all ready?
Mons, take a look at this here.
Okay. This is way too hot all of a sudden. Savage, is it really okay for her to use arts like that? Yeah, it's fine. Well, alright then. I've had my eyes on this stuff for a long time. Just screams Billy Industrial aesthetic. I knew it'd be a great fit for our Potlit. How's that? And bring her on more praise?
You're so amazing, Lons. So amazing.
It's just even if I've got it for you for a long time ago, we didn't have anyone around to teach you how to use it. Besides, I couldn't just put the transport truck down on our delivery address, right? Now then, let's go get you treated. When you see your old man again, we'll let him see a real healthy Potlit with incredible arts. Well, her voice has gone a bit Scottish, I'm sorry.
Lons,
Why are you... Australian. Alright, let it out. Just grab my clothes and cry, I don't mind. At the very least, you didn't end this journey empty-handed. Wait, who's this NPC, though? I don't think I've ever seen Procurement Operator. Procurement Operator? You have no eyes, and that's okay. I still think your design's pretty cute. Verify the pre-departure supplies order. Get the orniginium fuel item deleted. We have more than enough fuel reserves. Now we have so much, it could come spilling out of the tank. How about these orders from individual operators? I commissioned a messenger to send all these carrots again. I've had it with that sweet smell in the kitchen. I can't take it anymore. This creates the refined solvent that engineering ordered. This one is materials for closure putting together a new line of business. Hello, Amia. Hello, Doctor. Mwah. This one. Huh? Amia. Doctor, what are you two doing here?
No, I'm sorry. Are we interrupting the procurement department's work?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's just... If you're here for the view, I think you'll have a better time up the deck. It's pretty noisy here at the logistics channel. No, I think the view is pretty... I'm not continuing that.
No, actually, we kind of got used to the noisy environments lately. There we go, here's her voice. This noise here actually feels more comfortable. Doctor, let's head further inside.
How'd your checkup go, Amia?
Don't worry, no changes in my vitals. After all, we kept our distance from active orniginium clusters, and we had effective protective measures. But I'd be lying to say I wasn't terrified to see active orniginium growing and fragmented in the earth in front of me.
It's very Rim-Billyton to name that place the Grinning Valley.
When I hear that name now, I don't think I can smile anymore. But maybe when everyone gave it the name Grinning Valley, it was just a natural valley that wasn't yet covered in active orniginium. Ray was so sure she'd been there when she was young, after all. But over those 10 years, the orniginium there rapidly proliferated and made the area unrecognizable. Not even Ray could identify it.
Do you think it's a shame?
Yeah. We didn't actually make it to the Grinning Valley. All we did was look at it from afar before we had to turn back. It feels kind of like getting ready for a picnic, only for it to rain that day. Don't laugh, Doctor. Oh, right, Doctor. Do you think the Ferronometh that Ray was looking for really exists?
As far as I know, they exist.
It's good then. Although we didn't make it to our destination, Ray wasn't just suffering a nightmare.
Doctor, here's your order. Does he have a fluffy tail? Nice. My order?
No, it's a surprise. I ordered it for you, Doctor.
Whoa, we got a thunderstorm happening outside. It's so heavy.
It's a small vibranium. When I walked by the market that day, it suddenly occurred to me that you seemed very interested in Billy Fauna all those years ago. When you brought me back to the land ship and turned to look at the wilderness, you seemed very lonely. I was still small, but I could tell that it was loneliness. So I thought I wanted to miniaturize and save everything there in Billyton as a snapshot for you.
Is that a notification noise or am I crazy? I'm crazy.
At the very least, back then, I thought you felt lonely because the land ship was a bit empty. Perhaps having some living things around would make you happier.
I'm so happy. It better be raining with this thunderstorm and not just thundering, because we need it. It's been too hot here.
Of course, Rhodes Island has a botanical garden now, and our databases have a sizable collection of ecological files. So a small vibranium might not be all that useful to you anymore. I still wanted to fulfill the wish I had as a kid.
Thank you, Amia. The way I was then, is it more or less the way you are now?
Huh? Pretty different. I'm not lonely at all. It's just after we got back here, I suddenly started to feel sad.
I lost her voice again.
We have to get back to preparing for our journey to Victoria. Combat healing, disaster prevention, saving lives.
It's hot here because of all the rain I got. Oh. Humid, then.
Many lead operators have matters to settle, and Dr. Calcit forbade me from using that title to refer to myself. There's something someone once told me. This path isn't one to reach the end by oneself. What? This path isn't one to reach the end by oneself, and it's not trodden for an outcome or an answer. I'm here. Oh, please, don't worry, Doctor. I'm fine. I'm not trying to act sentimental. It's kind of like a mixture of the two voices. It's a little tricky, because I usually fall into one or the other. But maybe it's precisely because this path doesn't have an end that we sometimes want to take somebody's hand or reach our hand out to somebody else. As such, life is finite, and life goes on. Come, Doctor. Let me help you get your vibranium to your office. I've had enough time to put my feelings in order. Right now, there are still a lot of things I need to figure out and learn. Also, we just had a new operator pass her assessment. Want to go congratulate her. Based on her question for me, though, Rhodes Island doesn't actually need a pit sinker.
And the critter's staring at the vibranium. Is that Ray's sand beast?
Yeah, the one she's been holding on to since that catastrophe.
What is vibranium? I believe it's like a very small, gosh, I can't think of how to explain it easily, but it's like a little ball that like holds, I'm pretty sure, like plants and such. Oh, that's a big thunder. Okay, I gotta finish this. Ecosystem, yeah. I gotta finish this before my power goes out.
Yeah, she's been holding on to that one since the catastrophe. Hold on, the musk beast in the vibranium. Isn't that what sand beasts like to eat? Come back, sand beast. No eating the doctor's things.
Like a terrarium, thank you. That was the word I was like.
Hello, Amia. Doctor. Hello, Ray. I heard your assessment went very well. Congratulations. Thank you. I have a Rhodes Island ID badge now. And there's a number on it. Yes, Ray. Are you worried about something? No. When the miners went in the shafts, they'd all bring their ID badges. That way if somebody didn't come back, it's easier to figure out who's who. But pit sinkers are temporary workers. We don't get ID numbers or badges. I like this badge very much. Thanks. No need to thank us. It's what a corporation should do. Besides, if it pleases you, Rhodes Island can be your home from here on out.
You see Ray lift her head to stare at Amia all of a sudden. Just like the stare that Amia felt a few days ago when you two walked by her on the street.
Right, Ray? Why did you suddenly want to come to Rhodes Island to be a pit sinker?
You helped Butler. I thought I should have helped her too. Can't forget what happened that day, no matter what. And also, I want an answer. The Fernamet woke up from its centuries-long sleep and asked me what exactly I wanted. All I asked was for him to send me and the Sand Beast to a safe place. At that moment, I felt no regrets about anything, as if being able to see it was more than enough. But I still want to know why I longed for that light at the time. What exactly is it to me?
At the time? Ray, you mean... Ray, are you asking me why?
You quickly realize that Ray is not looking at Amiya, not at all. The Fernamet, my hallucination. For 10 years ago, I saw it in the Grinning Valley. At the time, I was with a team of hunters. There was a sandstorm, it was dark, and we got lost. I was still pretty short, so I could only see a few people around me and their hunting crossbows. After some time, I couldn't walk anymore. I couldn't see anything clearly. In the end, all I remember was seeing a huge shadow and a ray of pure white light. It was narrow, but it penetrated the sands. I heard a gentle whisper that drowned the howling winds. All of a sudden, I wasn't afraid anymore. Maybe it was just a dream I had. The only thing I remember after it was waking up in a tent I'd never seen before. But even if it was just a dream, I want to see the hallucination that has been with me all this time. I didn't want to. Amiya? Amiya?
Dr.
Ray is gone.
Sorry, just now I saw it.
You saw what?
I saw Rhodes Island that was freshly dug out and covered by canvas. Its large shadow moved slowly through the orniginium-covered wilderness and Rim Village. The Sarkaz engineering team all had their faces covered to conceal their identities. Their vehicle was loaded with cannons, while architectural arts forged blades. The sandstorm was fierce, and the road ahead was dark. A long convoy followed Rhodes Island's tracks and marched on. This is going to be a long, long road. But to save everyone from their hardships and to prevent an even crueler future, this is our greatest hope. In the sands, the engineering team and the local team of hunters walked past each other. I saw her helping the trapped hunters, even though they were complete strangers.
Hold on, Amiya. Whose eyes did you see all that through?
Because I think it would be so nice if everyone could make it back to their own home.
Right, Amiya. Yeah, I like that twist. I think it's nice. This landship has its own name. What's more, there's someone here who knows the meaning that was bestowed upon this Rhodes Island when it was given this name. Have you asked the doctor? No, it's not because you're young that the doctor didn't explain it to you. The doctor simply thought it should be us, and those who come after us, to define what kind of ship Rhodes Island is. It's fine if the old definition gets left behind in the past. At the very least, I think that line of thinking can at least partially be found in the doctor's silence. Because that is also how the doctor sees the doctor. Knowledge cannot define the doctor. The doctor thinks that the doctor knows nothing. Memories cannot define the doctor either. The doctor's memories could never again be found across these lands. Amiya, do you trust the doctor? Right, I do too. One of the reasons I chose to trust the doctor is because the doctor reached a hand out to you back then. War, perseverance, civilization, hope. An extraordinarily long stretch of time, the burning stars, and the fated future. There are many, many thoughts, so heavy, they are unrecognizable within the doctor's mind. But the doctor made a very simple wish. The very first coordinates that the doctor picked out, that vast loneliness. There was a lot of the doctor. Amiya, this is your home. Perhaps one day it'll be you who decides what Rhodes Island means. Right, it's only natural to feel scared. This may be very hard, but I really do hope you won't fear giving the wrong response. Don't be afraid. The idealistic path is unending. That's why it can't be walked all the way to the end by one person. No matter when, no matter why, if you're scared, you just need to find the people you trust and take their hands. Huh, you're scared already. In that case, you can take my hand right now. Until that day...
Doctor, can I do this? Do you trust me?
Okay, well that little ending almost had me cry just from the Amia 2 lines, but we did it. We didn't take 4 hours doing it either.
Need me to give you a shoulder
I
massage?
love you, Jordy.
I'm pretty well known for my PT skills.
He's so cute. Okay, well. I'm gonna head out because this stream went really long and my food's cold. So I'm not gonna waste time on goodbyes. However, thank you guys so much for being here. I am gonna do my usual goodbye. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have a great night or a good day, depending on your time zone. Thank you for being here. I will get started on uploading tomorrow. After I get back from my brother's birthday, I will upload the event that I have from before this one, and then this one will come after. I'll kind of upload an event after the event. Hopefully. I'll figure out YouTube. It'll take me a bit, but I'll do it. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.